La Parrilla, located at 2640 Del Rio Boulevard. A great family atmosphere with great Mexican dishes and, of course, margaritas. Call them at 830-758-0646 to place your order for takeout. Tacos, plates, lunches, and more. That's La Parrilla. Happy. Chance and Lee's, the home of the Chicago Dog. 1296 Del Rio Boulevard. Open 7 days a week, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Call them up, 830-776-7656. DoorDash and Uber Eats available. Pizza, pasta, wings, sandwiches, and more. That's Chance and Lee's Pizzeria. Our three main values are integrity, excellence, and credibility. Services include personal injury law, immigration law, family law, oil field accidents, and wrongful death. Call us up, 830-773-3737, or come by 493 Madison Street here in Eagle Pass. RichieLawGroup.com.
Here we go.
Siesta Tire and Custom Wheels, 3168 Del Rio Boulevard, open Monday through Friday from 8 to 6 and Saturday from 8 to 2. Call them up, 830-773-4010. Full suspension lifts, leveling kits, in stock, no credit needed, financing available, brake service, tire repair. That's Siesta Tires and Custom Wheels. Super Tacos Morales, with 2 locations serving Eagle Pass for over 20 years. Located at 1885 East Main Street and 2427 El Indio Highway, you get your breakfast tacos, fajita tacos, molleja, chicken, and brisket, along with lunch plates. That's Super Tacos Morales. We're back live, and this is what Coach Olivas had to say about today's game.
Friday Day, Coach Olivas and the Eagle Pass Eagles travel to Laredo, Texas today, the Bill Johnson Student Activity Center. Coach, what are your 3 keys to the game today against LBJ, who's coming in 5-1?
We got to start fast. You know, we got to execute on offense. We got to be disciplined on defense. You know, they do a lot of where they read defenders, and we got to stay home and absolutely more than anything, put pressure on the quarterback. He's really good, and he reads his keys real well. We got to get him uncomfortable back there.
Coach, what did you tell your offense, and of course your guy at the helm in Barrera?
We have all the confidence in the world in Javi. He's really worked for where he has right now. He deserves everything he's getting, and we don't have to tell him anything. He's got a good head on his shoulders. He's been raised right, and he's been coached well, and he believes in what we're doing, and more than anything, he believes in himself.
Coach, as far as your defensive side, everybody back. Of course, you got the fact that you can bring in some other guys in the defensive as far as linebackers concerned after that those injuries that happened. But have confidence in your rotation, Coach.
Yes, we got to play more guys because we had a couple of injuries at our linebackers, so we kind of built depth there. And I think the boys responded well, playing well in their opportunities that they received. And, we feel confident where we're at.
Coach, as far as your offense in Sebastián and their receiving corps in Silva and Barba, what do you expect from them today?
Well, again, we just got to execute. We got to get first downs. We got to score every opportunity that we have. We're playing a really good LBJ staff that has a hell of a coaching staff here. And, we played against a lot of these coaches in the past. And, Leo's put a really good coaching staff together. And, they're not 5-1 for no reason. They're well-coached athletes,
That's Coach Olivas, Eagle Pass Eagles. You're watching South Texas Sports Live.
So that's what he had to say. What's your take on that?
Yeah, I mean, he's right. Again, as they run their offense, and I mean LBJ's offense runs plays to see who they're going to key on. And, you know, they're not – again, there's some offenses that will run their offense and say, this is what we do real well, stop it. And these guys don't really do that. They go at it a different way, and they're no less potent or lethal doing it that way. And so Coach Olivas is right. The defense has to play with a lot of discipline. It starts from the inside out, you know, playing contain, your ends, your nickelback, your buck linebackers. They've got to squeeze. And what I mean by squeeze is they got to hold their edge. You know, keep their shoulder pads pointed upfield and not turn inside towards the sidelines so that they can extend those plays and get the pursuit to catch up with the running back. And in the secondary, you know, one step forward from a safety, the quarterback's going to read it and he's going to hit somebody. And he's going to rely on that tight end in the middle, and he's going to try to get the ball number 10.
Yeah, so this is what Coach Mireles had to say about the keys to the game.
It's live with Coach Mireles. Coach, 5-1, 28-7 against Medina Valley. You guys were coming in last week, 5-0. Took a tough loss over at Medina Valley. You guys went on the road, but what did you guys talk about during the week getting prepared for Eagle Pass?
Everybody loses. That's the biggest one. So we told them not to dwell on it. We watch the film, fix our mistakes, and learn from our mistakes, and hopefully we can fix that for tonight's game.
Coach, as far as your offense, still, you know, again, we look at the guys that you have on the offense. It starts with your guys in the, as far as quarterback and running back. It goes from there. What did you talk to them about during the week, and what are you expecting from them tonight?
You know, we had a great practice. I feel we're going to execute a lot better. You know, there were, minor things that cost us, not scoring, because we did drive the ball. We just couldn't execute. And we addressed all those issues this week, and hopefully we do better tonight.
Coach, as far as your defensive side, they've the games that I've covered you guys have been to the ball, 11 to the ball. It's a swarming defense. You guys are well executed as far as tackling out in the open. What do you expect from your defense today against a good offense and having Barrera and Flores and, of course, the receiving crew that they have in Sebastián Velázquez?
Definitely, Eagle Pass is extremely explosive, and they've been putting up points. And I feel we match up really well. Our defense is set up for offenses like this. I mean, the majority of our opponents in district run this offense. So I know it's going to be a game, and it always is in district. So I'm excited to see our boys play well.
That's Coach Mireles of the LBJ Wolves. You're watching South Texas Sports Live.
So that's what he had to say, and pretty much both had the same sentiment as far as what each team has to bring to the table. So
well, I mean, they're very knowledgeable about each other, and you can hear that you heard it in Coach Olivas, and you're hearing it now it's Coach Mireles, right?
Yeah, Coach Mireles.
Yeah, so you heard that. And so, hey, we got some visitors up here, but what we hear is, and what we're going to see is LBJ coming out probably in a 4-3 defense until it doesn't work. And so he's not wrong. They see this type of offense in the district quite a bit. It's not anything foreign to him. And so, again, it's going to become a matchup issue and who can make plays. He's not wrong. The Eagle Pass offense is explosive. It tends to rely on these explosives to move the ball. They can score from anywhere on the field. Again, I think the key tonight and what's been missing in the last 2 weeks to be able to run the ball the way you need to open up a lead and to close one out. And so whether Coach Mireles' defense is up to the task playing a 4-3, we'll see.
Yeah.
But again, nothing's easy in this district. These are two teams that, barring some catastrophe and no matter what happens here, I expect to see them in the playoffs. Obviously, the loser of this game is going to have a much tougher road to hoe.
Yeah.
But I don't think this is fatal to any team. What happens going forward, both of these teams still have to face, Alexander and United going forward. Those are the games that are going to determine the playoff seeding and who's going to be there.
Because right now, Alexander at 2-0, Medina Valley at 2-0, United at 1-0, Laredo LBJ at 1-1, and then you got Eagle Pass at 0-1, Del Rio at 0-2, and then 0-2 in United South.
And again, I think both coaches, if you had more time to talk to them, they'll tell you, look, no one's going to run the ball on us inside. We're going to run this. We're going to fill these gaps. We're going to squeeze on the edge. Our contained players are going to play contain, and our quarterback's going to come back. Our cornerback's going to come up. Keep their shoulder pads square to the goalpost to make sure that the pursuit comes. You don't want to get gashed up the middle, especially early. Eagle Pass had that happen to them in both the Canyon game and somewhat in the Medina Valley game because they run that double wing.
Yeah.
That said, the adjustments that both teams are going to be able to make, Eagle Pass has shown themselves very resilient and able to make those adjustments. Watching this squad, LBJ, in the Westaco game, I thought they did a great job, too, with their adjustments. And so we're looking at two coaching staffs that know each other very well, that have a tremendous amount of respect for each other based on their head coach's comments. So I think whoever's watching tonight and hearing, they're in for a treat because there's going to be some good football played tonight.
Yeah, there is. And just to give you guys kind of a heads up of what it looks like, Robles has thrown for 1,299 yards. Javi Barrera is right behind him. He's at 949, which is almost 1,000 yards in passing and rushing. The Mauricio Lopez is
number
Luis
20,
Flores, number 20.
And I'm missing somebody.
And number 8 is Velasquez. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Number 8 is Velasquez. Yeah.
I'm sorry. And I said Sebastián Gutiérrez earlier.
Yeah.
Sebastián Velasquez. And I'm sorry about that.
So, again, guys, you're watching on South Texas Sports Live. We're on our YouTube channel. We're on our Facebook page. And don't forget to go to all our social media, X, Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok, and we.
And if you get hit by an Exxon truck, call me.
Call Nevares Williams, and a proud supporter of Eagle Pass Athletics, and of course a great advertiser with South Texas Sports Live. As we're getting we got 12 minutes on the.
Yeah, we're just a couple seconds away from a kickoff here. We got both teams
Eagle
out there.
Pass, I think, won the toss.
They are going to defer, it looks like, and LBJ will receive. And if, as you can see, LBJ will be receiving, from our right to our left in this first quarter.
Yeah, they're gonna be at the north goal, south goal. Well, it's because this, of course, this is east to west. We're on the west.
We're on the
part
west
of it,
side.
yeah. So they're gonna be on the north side of the field. So they're in their what is it? Purple uniforms.
Home purple.
And the away white and
white and burnt orange pants for Eagle Pass.
For Eagle Pass. So we're live from the Bill Johnson Student Activity Center in Laredo, Texas. Pocho Nevares, Freddie Heredia with you on the call.
Also, I meant to interrupt you there, Freddie. We also have somebody else in the booth with us tonight. We have Larry Davis. Larry, you want to say hello to everybody?
Davis.
My name is Olivia Davis.
Yeah, Larry's right here. So
And
Larry's going to help.
He's a class of 94, right?
Class of 94 from
Class
Eagle
of
Pass High School.
1994,
Larry's going to be doing a little spotting for us tonight. And so you may hear Larry from time to time. Obviously, Larry has predicted an Eagle Pass victory, and we'll see if that happens.
So
right?
It's kickoff time here in Texas. 12 minutes on the clock. And first quarter, Thursday night, game of the week presented to you by Chapa Law Group.
Here we go. So we got, let's see, who's back deep for?
Back deep for
LBJ. It's number, is that 8? Looks like number 8. Ernesto Cruz back there for LBJ.
and you're kind of lined up over by the 35, expecting Cruz, or excuse me, not Cruz, expecting the kicker
to get pinned.
That's
been a very successful. But he's kicking it deep. He's capable of kicking out of the end zone. You see that right there.
That one goes in and through the. That was number 28 back deep.
One of the things to watch on special teams. Obviously Eagle Pass has been very good in the kicking game, place kicking game.
Yes.
But one of the things to watch is they've been shaky in punt. We had a punt blocked against Canyon that was big in terms of turning the tide of the game. The Eagles come out now on defense, but we'll get back to this issue of the kicking game when we get to it.
Yeah.
But let's see the look for Eagle Pass here defensively. They've got their all-state safety back there, number 3, Rodrigo Garcia, and they look like they're in a quarters coverage. And
empty set for
so
LBJ.
You're probably going to see
Robles.
a little cover 3 over here. Let's see how it goes.
3 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near side, with Robles in shotgun formation. He drops back quick out, and his first pass is intended for number 7, Aiden De Leon, and that was wide, so incomplete.
So
the receiver was number 7.
So what that pass tells LBJ, because Rodrigo came down and squatted on that route inside, and the cornerback dropped back deep, it tells them that they're in a cover 2, right?
Yeah.
And so depending on the inside receiver getting linebacker depth, it's going to tell you how that coverage is going to switch, right? And now you see Rodrigo in that slot again. Number 7 running a little free. Look how they
Gonzalez with the reception at the 45-yard line, and again that mesh route right in the middle where that slant is coming in. That's where Gonzalez is good at.
And that's a linebacker responsibility to keep an eye on there. You expect them to get in there and drop back and cover those hooks and flats, right? And that wasn't done on that play. And so that was a very very good read by the quarterback, and that was thrown to his favorite target, right?
Yeah, well, he has many targets, but Ivan Rodriguez is his favorite target.
Well, I mean, he's pretty good. He's a pretty good one.
Flag at the 30. We're going to see what that flag is for.
Looks like it's holding. So we're going to go back.
Oh, illegal man downfield.
Is that what it is? That's a 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, so the penalty, so that is 2nd and 15. Ball goes to the LBJ 20 at their own 20-yard line. So after the penalty.
So now you got Eagle passing what looks like a little bit of a cover 3, but we'll see because it could be quarters.
3 receivers.
You got your safeties on the hash.
3 receivers to the far side, one on the near side. Lopez lined up, comes out, looking. Robles can't find anybody. Now finds, and it fell in and out of the hands of his receiver, Gonzalez.
He was open, and again, it's one of those classic mistakes that receivers make where
he was
it's
already running
without.
running without.
And so, if you look, Eagle Pass dropped back in cover 4, which is 4 men running, dropping back deep. 10 dug that route, and he was open on the comeback. So you expect to see LBJ come to that. He's not going to drop many of those.
No, he's not. So again, now you have 2 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near side. Now they put a man in motion. It's going to be De Leon. So De Leon out there with Pacheco. Pacheco, another one.
You'll see ISO over here on the low side. You've got Villaseñor on him. He'll probably be in some form of match.
Rolls out, and he's looking downfield. Can't find anybody now. Flings it. And incomplete there for the intended receiver was Jorge Martinez, who batted that one down on a 3rd and 15.
That was very well defended by Eagle Pass. What they did on that rollout is they stayed in cover 3 on this side and match on the other with help from the linebacker on 10 running that drag. But as the quarterback starts to run to that far side of the field, you saw how well Eagle Pass covered those 3 routes, right?
Yeah.
So now we're going to see what Eagle Pass can do. On offense, they should get the ball back in pretty good shape. I believe Ryan Reyes back there to receive the kick.
He's back there. He's right about at the 44-yard line, waiting for the punt here from LBJ. With 11:34 left here in the first quarter, as the punt almost got it's taken at the 42, makes a move up the middle, gets across midfield, and to the LBJ 47-yard line.
It's going to be our first look at the Eagles offense. Ryan took advantage of the kick and put them in LBJ territory. It's a little side note about Rey. I saw him in Monterrey this weekend on the sideline at Borregos. So he's obviously being recruited by Borregos, and he took advantage of the bye week and made a trip up there to be on the sideline at the Mexico's version of Texas OU, right?
Yeah.
The Eagles and Borregos. It's a pretty good game, right?
So, of course, the Saturdays, OU, Texas. I know.
No, let's not. You're going to hurt my feelings.
No, we're not going there. So 2 receivers to the far side, to the near side. Shotgun formation for Barrera. We'll give it to his running back, and we'll get to the outside. Crosses the 45, down to the 41. They're going to place it at the 41-yard line.
That was a very good down block right there. And you saw, and that's exactly what Eagle Pass needed, is a good start from Flores. And that was a very good block on the edge that allowed Flores to run right outside the tackle. The run started inside, and that nifty little down block gave him the edge. And, you hope to see that a little bit more. Barrera now getting the signals from the sideline.
So we got 2nd and 5, got 5 yards on that play. 3 receivers to the near side, 4 Barrera, 1 to the far side. In shotgun formation has Flores. Keeps it. Flings it near side and is caught by number 8. That's Velasquez at the 35. Going to mark him down at the 34-yard line. So a pass complete to number 8 from number 4. and they're down to the LBJ 34-yard line.
That play looked like it was dead in the water. The edge rusher was able to get in Barrera's face. He made kind of an off-schedule throw and off his back foot in a very awkward position, but he put it in a position where only his receiver could get it, and he got
exactly. So Barrera has 3. The ball is at the right hash. Barrera comes to the line. He's audibling. 3 receivers to the near side, 1 on the far side. Drops back, looking. Now he decides to take off. He's to the outside. Now cuts it back in. He's at the 10, 15.
Wow.
5 and goes down at about the 5-yard line.
So
we do have
it's going to be holding.
Yeah.
It's going to be holding. And so, again, this is the type of play that Eagle Pass wants to see, sans the penalty, but you could see on the edge the hold, right? And that's where the call came. Now, that said, LBJ needs to worry about this type of scheduled run because Barrera's capable of doing 3 things, right? Running with the ball, handing it off on a zone ISO, or pulling it out and throwing the ball.
And throw the ball, yeah.
And so that, as much as LBJ likes to probe when they're on offense, you just saw a probe from Eagle Pass on how they're going to do some of their things. Let's just see what the response is now. So, you got first and a long way to go.
So 1st and 20, ball back to the 44-yard line. We'll put Velasquez in motion. We'll give to Velasquez. Velasquez cuts back in. And he will take a couple of LBJ Wolves to the 39-yard line. Sorry about that. 39-yard line. So a run by Velasquez on a 1st and 20. Now 2nd and we'll call it 15. 5 yards on that carry for Velasquez.
Yeah, it was a pretty nifty little play. Again, it could have gone for a few more yards. The blocking wasn't bad there, but LBJ made a very good play. Linebacker diagnosed it, and he was there to make a tackle.
2 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near side. Drops back, now decides to take it himself, and he goes down. Number 40 in for the tackle, which is Hector Perez in the backfield for LBJ.
Yeah, Perez made a really great move in there to get inside the gap, and they were slanted in the right spot, so the call for the defensive line was pretty good. They slanted into the right gap.
Yeah.
And they were able to make the tackle. The guy on the edge obviously caused some problems. Let's see what Eagle Pass here does on 3rd and long. 3rd and 17.
3rd and 17. 2 receivers to the far side. Now empty set. Brings the running back, Flores, to the line. 3 receivers to the near side. Drops back. Barrera looking, surveying. Now down the middle. Has a man open. Number 9. He slides. And that one was Marco Medellin.
He caught it
with the catch, a sliding catch for Medellin, completed pass from.
It's going to be 4th and about 1, and it looks like Eagle Pass is going to go for it.
Yeah, 4th and a long one. They need to get to the LBJ 24-yard line.
Medellin did a good job of cutting the route off there and obviously making a sliding catch. Barrera put it in a place where nobody else was going to get it, and short by a yard, but let's see what Eagle Pass does here.
Give to Flores. Flores up the middle.
He didn't get it.
And he gets stuffed in the backfield.
He didn't get it.
On a 4th and 1, Flores gets nowhere. And with 7:48, turnover on downs, LBJ takes the ball at their own 27-yard line.
Well, very good play again by the defensive line. They had the right slant call. The linebackers come in and fill well. The blocking wasn't as good as it should have been. Obviously one of these things in this games like this is field position, right? And trying to tilt the field, right? And let's see what Eagle Pass does here defensively. Looks like they're in cover 2.
We'll give to Lopez. Lopez looking to get to the outside. He gets to the outside. He's at the 35 and gets brought down.
They're going to call a hold on there. And what I saw was, obviously when you want to run inside out and get the edge. But in that case, what prevented our guy from holding the edge was what? The hold.
The hold, yeah.
And so
got across his body more than likely, or got around the shoulder.
He hit the right technique, hit that shoulder, and the outside man there grabbed him and held. And so if you're doing your job well on the end and you've got the contain, more often than not, you're going to draw a hold if they're trying to stretch that play. And that's the reason the running back was able to break it outside.
So 1st and 20, the ball at their own 16-yard line?
Yeah, so far both teams have been penalized in crucial situations, especially when they've made up some plus downs, right?
Yeah. three receivers stacked to the far side, 2 to the near side. Robles drops back, looking, steps up in the pocket, now flings it, and into no man's land as it almost got intercepted there in between his receivers. And number 7 and number 13 were there, Villaseñor and Jorge Martinez.
Yeah, Georgie made a play on the ball. I really thought he was going to pick it off. He looked like he was in the right spot and just didn't get to it. So far we have not seen Robles escape, right? Yeah. And I think Eagle Pass is doing a good job of contain on the outside. The coverage is there. He's having some trouble with that. Let's see what that does for him here on second down.
So has Lopez on his right side. Read option. He takes it himself and is brought down immediately in the backfield by number 24. In on the tackle, Ricardo Martinez for Eagle Pass, and they get a sack. Robles, the ball back to the 14-yard line.
It's
a 3-yard loss.
Yeah, that just didn't look very good from the outset, and it looked a little herky-jerky on the exchange, like Robles wasn't sure whether he was going to keep, and allowed the Eagle defense to get there and make the play.
Yeah, so 3 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near side. Waldo is on the inside. That's another guy that I was talking to, Alex Waldo. He's right inside of the receiver, up the middle, almost intercepted, as that was intended for number 7, and the ball falls incomplete, almost intercepted by Rea there.
You saw Eagles had some cover 1 with Rea dropping back, and he was in the right spot. And so far the Eagle defense has been dialing up the right coverages. The defensive line seems to be holding their edge and making plays. The linebackers are active. I want to see him a little more active in the pass coverage, but I think it's going to come.
They're making him be a pocket passer because normally he in those situations he'll want to run. I don't know if they're going to make some changes here, but understanding that he's doing what he's got to do, and like you mentioned, Eagle Pass is doing what needs to be done. That ball misplayed by Rea, and LBJ gets a turnover as they set up at the Eagle Pass 41-yard line.
Rea just never got a handle on it, and as he was trying to recover it, he took a shot from the defender who dislodged the ball again and was able to make the recoveries you saw. Again, field position mistakes, that's what's going to determine this ball game. This is the first big mistake or big break if you want to look at it from the LBJ side. Here they come again.
So OBJ, after the turnover, has it 1st and 10 at the Eagle Pass 41-yard line, gives it to Lopez. Lopez tries to get to the outside, and there to tackle is number 2, Alex Reese. Again, like we mentioned, Reese is going to be one of those guys at the linebacker position. Also going to Manny is another guy that they're going to be looking at making plays.
They have not been able to run the ball up the middle. They're trying to, keep the Eagles doing what they need them to do, which is bounce it outside. And if they can play that contain, it's going to be tough for LBJ to do what they want to do.
Loss of 4 there. So 2nd and 13. 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Shotgun formation for Robles. Has him right back behind him. Robles now throws to the near side. Caught at the 35 and out of bounds. There to push him out of bounds was number 13, Tristan Villaseñor. Villaseñor, who, again, has played well. I've seen him. We saw him against Medina Valley, or not Medina Valley.
Yeah,
Canyon.
you're starting to see Tristan being matched up against their best receiver. Normally, they put him isolated out there. Right there, they had a little bit of bracket coverage, and number 10 is number 10. He's going to make plays, and that was all timing, right? Robles coming back, taking his 3 steps, and getting the ball out there quick. And then, the LBJ offense needed something like that. Now, so you see press coverage up there. Man on man, he's going to be looking for him if he's throwing.
And up the middle, Lopez gets away from Manny, but the Eagle defense converge as they were on a 3rd down and 3, and Lopez gets the 1st down.
And you saw right there, the if you can run the ball up the middle, and they just did for positive yards, that's about a 10-yard gain, you can be effective.
Ball to the 26-yard line, a 9-yard gain there. They needed 3 and got 9. So 1st and 10. At the Eagle 26-yard line. Robles, 3 receivers to the near side. Middle, dropped. And that's another drop from his receiving core. That was number 9 who dropped it. Pacheco, who's always a sure-handed guy. So
So you see the quarterback did a great job looking off the wheel route and then coming back over the middle, and they like to do that. And again, it was right in the breadbasket, and he dropped it.
2nd and 10 for Robles and the Wolves offense. 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. One-on-one situation on the far side with the ball at the right hash. Drops back, looking. Now gets his receiver De Leon to the 20-yard line.
That's basically a long handoff when you think about it.
Yeah, it is.
You got your receiver out there, you got trips, and it goes for 6 yards, right? So it's 3rd and 4.
So 3rd and 4, ball at the 20-yard line. The Eagle Pass 20-yard line after that turnover on that punt.
I expect this to be 4-down territory, especially if they get close and don't make it.
Ball on the left hash, 3 receivers to the far side, 1 on the near side, and in on the tackle there. What a play! Number 6 coming in.
We haven't called his name yet.
Anthony Pañagua.
Pretty good. Way to read. Way to get down the line, right?
Yeah.
Way to spill. And that was a great tackle. The play looked like it had a possibility, but Pañagua was able to snuff it out by spilling and running down running it down from the backside. And so, always making tackles coming off the backside is difficult to the play side, and the end made it on that play, and that was a great play. So we got 4th down. They're going to go for it, then pistol.
Yeah, 4th and 8, shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. Has Lopez now in motion, drops back, looking, can't find anybody, tucks it in, rolls out, throwing, and incomplete. The intended receiver again was number 10, and Christian Villaseñor.
Again,
This drive, the coverage was
very good.
Blanket coverage.
Very good.
You couldn't get off of him.
No.
Villaseñor's
playing physical. He played a lot last year as a sophomore, so he's seasoned, and the coverage is good. The quarterback's not comfortable. Frankly, if he had thrown a good ball there, it probably would have been intercepted.
Yeah.
He was actually lucky he threw it in the ground.
So it's going to be a 1st and 10 turnover on downs for the for the Wolves, as Eagle Pass will take over at their own 24-yard line? 24, 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Barrera tucks it, goes up the middle, gets maybe a yard to the 25.
You know what? The Eagle Pass will keep going back to this because Barrera lost his helmet, so Hawk is going to have to come and take a snap. You see that a lot. These kids aren't buckling these helmets up very good. But that aside, you're going to see this because Barrera's capable of taking it to the house from anywhere on the field.
Yeah.
And so, the preoccupation of the Wolves defense is going to be, how do we keep this guy between the tackles, right?
Yeah. So we got 2 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. Shotgun formation as Jaques is coming in, drops back, looking now, rolls out to the near side, will tuck it in and take it out of bounds as he got to the 27-yard line.
Yeah, for a minute, or I say a minute, for a split second, there was a receiver that was breaking open, and Jaques by that time was committed to getting it to the sideline and running. He advanced the ball, so it's about a 3-yard run.
Yeah, 2 or 3 yard
So
run.
it's 3rd and manageable.
Yeah, we got Junior Cruz, the quarterback for the Mavericks, on the phone, and he's I guess he's calling to see if we're on. We're on live on our YouTube channel and Facebook page. What's going on, Junior? Of course, tomorrow night you guys got Laredo Nixon.
There's a offsides by LBJ Wolves.
Coach, I was trying to see if you were on live right now so we could put it on the screen.
Yeah, we're on YouTube and we're on Facebook.
Oh, it's against Eagle Pass.
I'm going to go get on it.
All right. We'll see you mañana.
Yes, sir.
Friday night football over in Eagle Pass as you guys host Laredo Nixon.
All right, so Eagle Pass jumped off sides, and now it's 3rd and about 11.
On a 2nd and 9, so 3rd and 11. The ball at the 23-yard line. Flings it, middle.
Oh.
What a play there as it was going to Velasquez, broken up by Leo Mireles, the 4th. Mireles getting there right as the ball got there.
The ball was well thrown. The receiver was open. He threw him open, and Velasquez took quite a shot in the back and to the head. And, no doubt it affected his ability to catch the ball. Again, both offenses have been plagued by errors, right?
Yeah,
Penalties.
penalties, they've been shooting themselves in the foot as far as, the non-coachable stuff, Coach.
Yeah.
As far as making sure that you're.
It's coachable. They're gonna be doing some rollitos, tomorrow. But no. It hadn't been very clean, and you just sense that one of these offenses is gonna get an opportunity to do something.
Yeah.
And so now that's a good time to segue to the issue that we have on special teams. While the place kicking has been very, very good, I would say even excellent for Eagle Pass, the punting has not. It's been very up and down. And the ability, having a punter that's consistent is a great weapon.
Well, and to your take that we talked about as far as field position, now you have LBJ. You're not giving them. You're giving them great field position now at the 45 and just right, 5 yards from midfield. So
yeah, so a better punt puts your defense in a much better situation. Let's just see how the Eagle Pass defense responds. Again, they've played exceptionally well up to
two
this
receivers
point.
to the far quick out, and again, not there.
So what you're seeing is they're trying to get the core. He hadn't really had a lot of rhythm because of the drops. They're trying to get him in a better rhythm. He had on first down on the last drive, he had that 3-step drop, very good throw into bracket coverage. They're trying to do that again, but it looks like he's in a hurry or more of a hurry because the defensive line and the linebackers are active. And I can sense that the LBJ offensive coaches are trying to get him into a better rhythm because he's that type of player, right?
Yeah, exactly. So you got Robles in shotgun formation, has out to the outside, caught. It makes a move. Pacheco to the Eagle Pass 40-yard line. So that was a quick out to Pacheco.
That was an excellent example of a bubble screen where one of your receivers blocks very well and makes the play go. It puts him one-on-one, and you got to make a play, and the receiver with the ball made the play and broke a tackle.
Yeah,
and they got a first down.
They go to the Eagle Pass 40-yard line, and 1st and 10. Talking about baseball playoffs, of course, a lot of teams scathed elimination. The Yankees are out. Three receivers to the near side, one to the far side. Shotgun formation, yeah.
I'm not sad about that.
No, I'm not sad about it either, but shotgun formation, Robles has it. He looks again, and that one was
that was blocked by the end. And so what I suspect, and another thing that's happening is, again, as I told you, this is an offense that likes to run plays to see what kind of looks they're going to get you in. At some point, that little shoulder thing, you're going to see it, you're going to see something downfield.
Yeah.
And so again, is discipline, eye discipline. How well is he moving the coverage deep with that?
With that shoulder.
Is your safety? So what we need to be watching as a secondary. Folks at home, as you're watching, is your safety taking a step forward with that shoulder shimmy? And if he does, he's going to hit that man on the seam.
Yeah, they handed off to Lopez. Lopez immediately met at the line, maybe a yard to the 39-yard line.
I think he just had that one 9-yard run, and everything else has been either half a yard or lost yards. I'd be shocked if he has more than 11 yards rushing.
Yeah, he doesn't have.
I want to see Luis Flores when, I'm jumping ahead, but when.
Pop one, right?
Well, I want to see him run the ball some more when the Eagle Pass gets the ball back.
Yeah. Two receivers to the far side. You got Waldo on the other side with Pacheco. Near side, you got De Leon and Gonzalez to the near side for LBJ. You got Robles in the shotgun formation. You got Lopez to his right hip. Rolls out to his near side. Catch.
Short.
And quickly.
He's short. And so I would suspect they're going to go for it here.
So that one caught by.
It's 4th and about 3. I would venture say it's going to be another little pass like this because it is. You're going to see press coverage on 10. There's a little room on the other side. Now they're backing up, but got
a minute 16 left.
I would be shocked if it's a run unless it's a quarterback run, right? Maybe an RPO.
Now they're playing. Now they're pressing on the outsides. They are giving some room to the inside receiver. We'll put a man in motion, which is De Leon. De Leon rolling out near side. Looking. Tipped.
What a great play.
And that's number 5, Anthony Chacon, the linebacker.
That's the outside linebacker. And, again, that's exactly what your linebacker's supposed to do is drop in there to protect against the hook and the curl. And he's right where he's supposed to be.
Yeah, and just under a minute to play as there was a turnover on downs as Eagle Pass will take over at their own 39-yard line, 1st and 10. So we got first and 10, ball at the 34-yard line. Sorry, the 33. Sorry, 33. First and 10 for the Eagles. 2 receivers to the far side. We'll give it to number 21 on a rush. That's Avery Emery, and we'll see. That's the first time we see him tonight, and he takes it all the way to the 44-yard line. An 11-yard carry. It's going to be first and 10. 11 yards to Emery. Now Emery again across the midfield.
So now you're seeing a little life from the Eagles running game, and
6 yards. Now 2nd and 4.
Emery, for a sophomore, he hasn't got a lot of carries, and he's got sprinter speed.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's another guy you expect to make some big runs. Let's see how well he runs between the tackles, right? And you got both the guys in there right now.
Yeah, you got both of them in there.
Yeah, Flores.
One-on-one situation. Velasquez and Barrera just overthrew Velasquez. It was a one-on-one situation. 10 seconds left.
Well, what you had there, you actually had zone coverage. So you had Velasquez running through that cover 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so you had, when he's in the slot there, what they're looking for is if he runs something to the flag, the corner's dropping back and the safety's over the top. So the safety basically has him, but it's in zone coverage and he's dropping back. But regardless, Velasquez will be able to run through that zone and get open, right?
10 seconds left. 2 receivers to the near side there, midfield. 2 receivers to the far side. Drops back, looking. Now catches Flores on the outside, cuts it back in, and down to the 39-yard line.
What a weapon
41.
it is to have a tailback that can catch the ball
out of the backfield.
Yes, and so they somewhat ignore him when he comes out. He made a great catch 2 weeks ago for a touchdown on a wheel route that put Eagle Pass up, and so quarter right here.
Yes, we got quarter, and we'll be back with more after this. You're watching South Texas Sports Live. So, guess what? Call them up. Valdez Tire Record Service at 830-757-3102. Located at 522 North Pierce Street in Eagle Pass. Need a jump? Give us a call. 757-3102. Dr. Hector Alvarez at Eagle Pass Dental Clinic wants to invite you to 1606 East Garrison Street. Call for your dental appointment at 830-757-1500. We sat down with Dr. Hector Alvarez, and this is what he had to say to the community. Friendly Pharmacy, located at 2176 East Garrison Street. You can call them up, 830-752-6088. With delivery and drive-thru available, open Monday through Friday from 10 to 6. Friendly Pharmacy. We're back live. Is that one up the middle?
Again, is Eagle Pass needs to keep going back to that run because good things happen. And obviously that was only 2.5 yard gain, but I believe in the running game, and I think it's gonna, between Barrera on his scheduled runs and Flores and then Embry, good things are gonna happen. It'll open up the rest of the playbook.
Yeah. So we got 2nd down and 8, a 2-yard carry to the 39-yard line. Barrera will hand it off to Flores. No, he keeps it himself to Velasquez, near side.
Very near a first down. It's going to be a little short.
Pass was complete to from Barrera.
It's 2-down territory for Eagle Pass. You really have a lot of flexibility in the type of play that you want to call.
Well, again, we go back to they're having 3rd and manageables. Right now it's a 3rd and 1.
And what's hurt them is when they've been in that, a penalty that takes them back.
Exactly, those 10 yards, yeah.
So, again, you're looking at 2 plays to get a first down, and so it really gives you, here comes a blitz off the edge, and Flores
says he's
it's going to be short
quickly. I don't think they gave him that yard, but in on the tackle quickly was the edge. It was number 40 for LBJ, made a great tackle, Hector Perez.
So the blitz was coming off the edge, and if Barrera had pulled that, the blitzer would have been in a position to make that play in the backfield. Again, the slant rush from the defensive line is in the right spot. In these crucial moments, the LBJ defense and the coordinator has been able to call the right front, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they've been able to set that front. And so we're going to see Eagle Pass in their jumbo package. They don't run this a lot, so let's see how well they do it.
2 receivers, 1 receiver to the far side, 1 on the near side. Comes to the near side. He needs to get to the 30. Did they give him a 30? I don't think they gave him a 30. Did they give him a 31?
He got it, just barely. He got it, just barely. He should have. It should have been a little bit better, but he just barely got it. Oh, I don't know, man. That spot. No, they gave it to him.
Yeah, they did give it to him to the 31-yard line.
Yeah, I thought that run was going to be a little bit better, but the nickelback came up and really forced Barrera a little wider than probably would have liked to.
Mm-hmm.
Well, ideally, what you like to see is your quarterback just cut it up and try to muscle it over because you need to get that line to gain, right?
So we're looking at a 9-play drive. This is the 9th play of the drive. We'll bring a man in motion. Velasquez, 2 receivers to the far side, 1 on the near side. We'll give to Velasquez. Velasquez gets hit in the backfield by number 24. That's Miguel Castro, the sophomore linebacker, who made a tremendous play there.
That's very good. I mean, just reading the play and understanding. A lot of communication happens between the defense for them to be able to see, when Velasquez comes in from his slot position. I think they had 2 receivers up there, and he came in from the slot to the what's called the sniffer back, and then took that handoff. And so that's a very good stop for the LBJ defense. You got 2nd and 11 now. 2nd
and 11, 3 receivers to the far side, 1 on the near side. We'll put Flores in motion. We'll give to Flores. Flores tries to cut back, but it was there. Met by Ramses Gonzalez, the junior linebacker.
And so it looked like that hole was going to open up, but that down block, your tackle's got to be real good to seal that off, right? And so and I believe that was the outside or the Mike linebacker that came in and made that play.
Yeah, number 4.
Number 4. And so
actually, no, it was the middle linebacker.
No, it was 4. Well, yeah, it was your Mike.
Yeah, the Mike.
Your Mike linebacker came in and made that play. And so now you see LBJ in it's basically a stack, man. It's a 3-2.
Yeah, 3 receivers to the near side. We'll have a man in motion.
They're a 4-2 defense right there.
And drops back. Barrera looking deep and finds middle.
He's got Silva.
And Silva
got a first down.
Who gets loose in the middle. Number 16, Silva gets it down to the LBJ 11-yard line. What a pass play there.
What made that happen was the protection up front. You know, Barrera went from his first read, which I believe was on the outside. He was looking to throw it up the field, up the sideline. And Silva came across and found that little pocket, and that the protection allowed that to happen. Now you got Javi rolling out.
Roll out. He's looking deep.
Everyone's
can't
covered.
find anybody and goes out of bounds.
Everyone's covered.
Yeah, the ball was at the 13, and he actually lost a yard to the 14-yard line.
Yeah, there were 2 receivers over there, but one of the things that helps a defense and the coverage on that side is the short field, right? You don't have your man ain't gonna run away from you.
Exactly.
And so those
when the field condenses, now you have to really.
What would have made that play maybe a little bit better is one of these safeties, and they didn't bite on the run. They stayed faithful to the coverage. It allowed the pursuit to get there, and Barrera couldn't turn it into positive yards. Lost a yard.
Second and 12, as he lost 2 yards a yard to the 14. 8:27 will actually give to Flores. Flores. We did talk to him on Monday when we had to meet the Eagle, and we talked to Flores. He's had some rushing yards, but has had those tough rushing yards in between the tackles. Like they're hard rushing yards.
Well, yeah, he hasn't had a game where you can say, you know what, and he's made some great plays.
Yeah,
but he hasn't had a game yet where we say, you know what, this guy, did what he was supposed to do. And I don't mean to say it that way, but where he's set himself up, right, and set the team up. And I still think there's some opportunities for him tonight.
Yeah, 2 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. Shotgun formation. Barrera would drop back, looking, surveying, decides to he was trying to get up in the pocket, and the pocket collapsed. Number 4 again was there on the tackle, Gonzalez.
The coverage was just very, very good, and I think a little quicker decision by the quarterback to try to get away from that might work, but again, the coverage is very good. The pocket's not gonna hold forever.
No, it's not.
Especially when the coverage is that good. So here comes the Eagles' vaunted place kicking unit, which consists of their deep snapper, their holder Ruiz, and the kicker.
And Ivan Cruz.
That's exactly
the ball
right.
at the 23-yard line.
Yeah.
So
So
23. So it's a 40-yarder.
40-yarder, and he's got it.
40-yard up, and
He's got it.
it is good
Yeah.
with 6:59. We finally got on a 4th and 20 a 40-yard field goal from Ivan Cruz.
You know, you finally saw, you know, even though Eagle Pass had, what was it, a 13-play drive?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3,
14?
15.
15-play drive.
play drive.
Despite that, I got the sense LBJ made some plays, right, on defense,
Mhm.
especially Eagle Pass getting the ball inside the 15. They made some plays, and they held. And so both teams have made some mistakes, right, early in their drives, and then both defenses have stood up. You know, an Eagle Pass draws first blood on a 40-yard field goal, and it wasn't easy.
No, it wasn't easy, but he put it through the uprights.
They put it through the uprights, and, you know, 15-play drives to get 3 points are not ideal. You know, you want to come away with a touchdown.
Yeah, you do.
When you drive the ball like that. And so
you want to put 6 on the board, but if you put 3, hey, guess what? You got 3 more than what you didn't have, and it's a 3-0 lead here for the Eagles in the second quarter. Late in the second quarter is we're at 6:59 left here.
We have not seen the Eagle defense play this well since the CC Win game in a first half of a game, right?
Yeah, of course.
And so we've got about 7 minutes to go in this half. Let's see how the LBJ offense bounces back if they can, and let's see what Eagle Pass has in store for them. So far, Eagle Pass defense hasn't had to get really crazy. They haven't really sent a lot of pressure.
No, they haven't either.
They've been able to get to the quarterback and play contain with their front and
With
their
full
linebackers.
front, yeah.
And so, you know, one of the things that Coach Olivas mentioned to me is that they weren't going to be shy at sending pressure when they felt they needed it, but they haven't needed it.
No, they haven't.
And I expect if the game continues to be tight, in order to make some sort of wrinkle or change, they're probably going to do that to get this guy off schedule. He has not found a rhythm yet.
Well, and alluding to what he said, they're trying to make him uncomfortable, and he has been uncomfortable.
No, he has not. Yeah, he has not been comfortable.
So
he's off schedule.
3 receivers to the far side, one on the near side. Shotgun formation for Robles. Will turn quickly out to the outside, and again, that ball in and out of the hands. Number 7. The pistol formation. So that one, a pass incomplete to De Leon. He's been trying to hit De Leon most of the night and incomplete on that quick wheel route. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and again, the throw's a little rushed. You know, obviously hit the guy in the hands. He should have caught it, but they're not. The line's being relentless right now. They're getting where they're supposed to get.
2 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near side. Shotgun, empty set.
They got him.
Will get to the outside, and that one is incomplete. Intended receiver was number 7 again. That's De Leon out to the outside.
Again, Ruiz came up basically on a dummy blitz, came in and then backed out into the middle of the field, and because of that, it shifted the protection. You could see the center shifting the call, and the right side of that Eagle Pass defense was able to get him, put him on the ground, and make the throw inaccurate.
There's a flag on the far side.
Let's see what this is. It can't be against Eagle Pass. Come on. Let's see. Is that PI, pass interference?
I doubt it because it was within the 5 yards. I mean, he didn't go out.
No.
So not sure what they're going to call.
Pass interference against Eagle Pass.
They're going to call a hold.
Well, but yeah. I mean, that's terrible. That's a terrible call.
Wow. So 10 yards and a first down on a holding call on Eagle Pass.
Yeah, I mean, that was just very tight coverage. It was not. I mean, I didn't see the hold.
So ball to the 35, 1st and 10 for LBJ. So in pistol formation, we got Robles and Lopez with 2 receivers to the far side, 1 on the near side. They do have Waldo kind of lined up now. Brings Lopez to his left side on his hip. We'll bring a band in motion. We'll give to Lopez to the near side. And we'll get across the 40. Was waiting for that to materialize.
Well, and that's how you kind of want to play that run. But there was a lot of patience there by the tailback to wait for that. And, Eagle Pass strung them out the way they should. The linebacker coming up kind of got lost there in that spill. But that's what you want, But I'll credit the tailback there for having the
yeah.
patience. Yeah, Lopez. He did
Three
a great
receivers
job.
to the far side, one on the near side. Pistol formation for Robles and the Wolves. Dropped back, looking, and will on a sit-down route there at the 46-yard line.
That's a first down.
It's a first down and hit number 15. That's Jose Goronga.
They had the rush coming. The end was coming free, and the tailback made a great job. Made a great block. Good job in cutting them down.
First and 10.
And again, that's a rhythm throw, right?
Yeah, it is. And again, because they've worked on 7-on-7, they played 7-on-7, and that's one of the questions that I asked Robles in one of the interviews after the game is, how well they've complement each other in Pacheco and all the receiving corps is because they've been playing 7-on-7 together. That one to number 28 on the rush.
Yeah, so right there that little GT blocking, a guard tackle blocking, did what it was supposed to do, which is open that hole between the guard and the tackle, and he hit it.
And to the Eagle Pass 46-yard line. So LBJ making a drive here with 5:15 left here in the second quarter. One receiver to the far side, two to the near side, shotgun or pistol formation. Rolls out after the fake.
That's a great play by the Eagle defense.
And again, Paniagua and number 52 in on the tackle, Rolando Rendon, the defensive tackle, the senior, a sack.
Eagle Pass done a very good job rotating those defensive tackles in and out, keeping them fresh. You just saw right there that one again. What sets that up is the coverage. He was looking to make a timing throw to the outside. The coverage was blanket coverage, very good, and the defense was able. And I'll say something. The defensive line looks very active and very quick tonight.
To the 44-yard line, their own 44, drops back, looking, rolling out, and it looks like Luis is playing outside on the edge, defensive end. That was number 20 getting.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Wow.
I was looking out there. I was like, is that Flores? Flores is getting out to the outside.
Well, I mean, whatever he did, it worked.
It worked, right?
I said, man, that was a pretty fast lineman, and it turns out it was Flores.
It was.
But look what that speed did on that one play, and when they're rolling out. I don't think he's been able to hit a pass as he's rolled out to one of these sidelines yet. It makes him uncomfortable. The coverage was good. It would have been taking a very good throw to get it there, and it wasn't a good throw.
And then a punt here with under 4 minutes or 4:15 left, as that one goes out of bounds.
Reyes not back there returning those punts.
No, Velasquez now doing the duties.
Come on, coach.
So it looked like a promising drive for LBJ.
And it wasn't so much.
Drive,
it wasn't so much mistakes by LBJ, but again, the Eagle Pass defense stands up. The quickness on the defensive line, the coverage, these things are working very well. I've got to believe that, and who knows what happens in the next 4 minutes, but I got to believe that defensive coordinator Ricky Rodriguez and head coach Roger Olivas are very happy with the effort tonight from the defense up to this point in the game.
Barrera looking to throw. He has somebody in his face, and he comes up. He's got a loss as that ball to the 31-yard line. And Barrera looking downfield, didn't find anybody. Again, moved up in the pocket, and got dropped for a loss.
I expect to see Eagle Pass try to get some plays where Barrera gets out on the edge because the pressure's coming up the middle of the field. There needs to be some sort of escape valve, and so – right now they're in shotgun with 20 personnel package, which is two running backs offset.
Two receivers to the far side, one on the near side. Bring it to the near side. He cuts back inside. There's a flag.
That's gonna be holding on Eagle Pass.
Yeah. Then
Flores fumbled the ball. Oh no, he didn't. Sorry.
So that one, the hanky. As Flores gets it to the 31-yard line.
Usually when you see that, that's probably the guard holding. So I don't want to single anybody out, but that's probably a guard.
I know we also talked to the lineman at the Meet the Eagles.
How many pizzas did those guys eat?
I don't know. I did not see the whole pizza eating contest that they had.
Oh, they had one?
No, I don't know. I'm just saying.
I wouldn't be surprised. Damn.
So
what do you think, Larry? They ate a lot of pizza?
Ball back to the 19-yard line.
Yeah, so
second and 21.
Again, these penalties, they're not, they ain't good.
No, it's not, because you put yourself in a second and long.
We got Bunch up there on the top.
So you got the 3 receiver to the far side, 1 on the near side. You got a bunch formation of receivers to the far side. Barrera will take it up the middle and gets maybe a yard, gets it to the 20, across the 21 to.
Javi has not been able to really run the ball other than that first drive ISO where he had a great run. He just has not been able to get it to where he's very dangerous, which is the edge, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's where number 4 makes his money, so to speak. So you got 3rd and forever right now.
Yeah, 3rd and 20 with 3 receivers now to the far side. The ball at the left hash, 1 receiver to the near side. In shotgun formation, has Flores to the near side. Are they going to – we got 10 seconds on the play clock. Now changes the play at the line. Drops back.
Here comes a blitz from the outside.
And a one-on-one situation.
We got Barba out there.
And Barba, who got a step on his defender, number 21,
ball was just outside.
Josh Garcia, but just out of the outstretched hands of Barba, with 2:20 left here in the second quarter.
So I think this is Eagle Pass. This has been their 4th possession, right?
Yeah, I'll go back. The 5th possession.
5th.
Yeah.
So there's been a lot of offensive possessions, right, for both squads.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it's mistakes. You got holding penalties, and
when you put yourself behind the chain is what they
tough.
call it. It's tough. It's tough to put a drive together.
You can't make a living converting 3rd and 20.
No, you
can't.
The
freshman team did it yesterday.
They did win yesterday. So we're live from the Bill Johnson Student Activity Center. Is number 80? Is it number 80?
Yeah,
Medina at the 45, taken by number 12, crosses to Eagle Pass territory and gets it to. They're going to give him the 43-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, not to. I mean, the punting is what it is, right? You need a little bit better execution on punts in order to play this field position game that they've been playing, and we don't have that in this game right now. And I think the kid has an opportunity to be a really good punter. It's just kind of the consistency is what needs to be worked on.
3-0, 2:09, just to let you guys know, 9 seconds, and if they hit the 2-minute mark, it's gonna be an automatic timeout. In the 2 minutes. So empty set for LBJ. The ball at the Eagle Pass, 42-yard line. 2 receivers to the near side.
You got Manny Fernandez a little bit further back in his depth. He's probably nice back up there at 5 yards where he should be.
Robles.
And we got a false start or a shift there by the Wolves that didn't seem real good.
So false start, yeah. False start. And both teams have done it. LBJ has been doing it to themselves also, as far as those penalties, where they put themselves behind the chains. And when you do that, you're not very comfortable getting into your rhythm of your offense. And again, it's one of those things where rhythm is a big factor in football.
And you can tell that number 2, Robles, is, and I've seen it, when he gets rolling, he's a tough out.
Oh, yeah.
And so Eagle Pass has not allowed him, they haven't allowed him in 10 to really do anything.
Yeah, 2 receivers to the far side, 1 on the near side. Pistol formation with Robles, and now
your cornerbacks
Hernandez.
are 7 yards deep, and it's a run.
Hernandez will take it, and he will get it across the 45 to the 44-yard line. So and we're at the 2-minute mark.
Well, that coverage right there, what that tells me is Eagle Pass likes their rush, and they expect their rush to get there. And there's a timeout there by LBJ, and they're giving that cushion because they're not worried about giving up, 4 or 5 yard pass, and they can have somebody cover that flat. What they don't want to do is get beat deep in the waning minutes of this quarter, right?
Yeah, we'll be back with more after this.
Luis Barbershop, a staple since 1980, has been helping residents look good and at their best. Top-notch haircut, beard trim, and shave. That's Luis and Johnny Rivera at Luis Barbershop, located at 108 Falcon Boulevard in Eagle Pass, Texas.
this one out. At Chapo Law Group, we step up to the plate for every client. From car crashes to on-the-job injuries, we're ready to swing hard on your behalf. Call Chapo Law Group today. Tough, trusted, experienced. Justice is in your corner. Make the call.
Poncho Nevares from Nevares Williams, and we're a trial lawyer outfit. What that means is if you've got a situation where you've been injured in the oil patch or any job that you might do, or out on the roadway by some negligent trucking company or commercial vehicle outfit, or even in a car wreck, we'll take your case to trial.
And we're back live as we got 2 minutes to go here at the Bill Johnson Student Activity Center. Poncho Nevares, Freddie there with you tonight. Thursday night football or Thursday night game of the week. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Throw out to the outside, gets his man, and there is a flag on the play. Is there? On the far side? Well, now, no.
I don't see that.
Yeah, so on a on a 2nd and 12, he hits number 10.
Oh, there's a flag.
Complete.
I think it's holding on the
receiver.
On that receiver. I was gonna say complimenting on how well blocked it was.
Yeah, well, and again, both teams are very well coached as far as the receiving core. They know how to block. As far as the receivers they know how to block downfield. They know how to block in those screens, in those receiver screens. So
it's a real gift if you're the pass catcher in that situation when your receiving core mate gives you that block, because you just have to beat or bulldoze one man, and you can get a big play, right?
So brings it back to their own 46-yard line. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Shotgun formation, rolls out to the near side. He's Robles looking for Pacheco, and what a play.
Oh, no, that pass was
a flag.
That pass wasn't anywhere near being catchable.
Yeah, and number 7 on the George Martinez on the coverage, 1:48.
That pass was way out of bounds. There's just no way you're going to catch it. It was way out of bounds. And I don't understand what the flag is for. Granted, there was some pushing and shoving, but the ball was way out of bounds.
Yeah. There was no way for him to make a play on that one.
There's no way. That's a terrible call.
So pass interference on Eagle Pass.
That ball landed. There's a 20-yard marker right there.
Yeah.
That ball landed between the 20-yard marker and that yellow line that runs right there. There's just no way.
So ball to the Eagle Pass 39-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Wolves. Down 3-0, 1:48 left. And looks like the side judge. That's the side judge who threw that one. He's not very athletic, the referee.
Well, I mean, he was very quick to throw that flag. I respectfully disagree.
Yeah, so the ball now to the 39.
Yeah.
1st and 10 for the Wolves. 1:48 left here in the second quarter, just before the half. Eagle Pass Eagles 3, LBJ 0. You're watching South Texas Sports Live. You're listening to Poncho Nevares, Freddie Heredia on the call today.
So Eagle Pass looks like they're in a cover 2. It may be quarters, but it looks like a cover 2 coverage. You got your cornerbacks playing, at their 7-yard depth, which they're not really concerned at the short routes. They really feel like their linebackers can cover them, and it's exactly what's happening. Right?
Robles looking to throw, has Hernandez to the far side.
Awesome.
And he'll take it himself.
There's just nothing there.
And the ball comes
out,
loose.
and it looks like Eagle Pass has it.
And it looks like there's going to be a scramble for it in the far sideline.
Eagle Pass has it.
And looking to see who has the ball. As the ball comes out, Robles was trying to get some extra yardage, and the Wolves do come up with it.
I was certain they had it.
So,
my goodness.
The ball to the, 41 on line left.
It was a 2-yard gain on the scramble and recovery of the fumble.
Oh, the fumble, yeah. So timeout called by LBJ, and we're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back with more after this.
Welcome to another broadcast. Live. South Texas Sports Live. We're Freddie Heredia. Catch us every week. The Fantasy Fix.
You are watching STX Sports Live.
Midas Backhoe Services and Septic Solutions. Need to clear land? Need to dig? You need installation of septic systems? Drain field repairs? Call for a quote. 830-325-0092. That's Midas Backhoe Services and Septic Solutions. Midas Backhoe Services and Septic Solutions. Need to clear land? Need to dig? You need installation of septic systems? Drain field repairs? Call for a quote. 830-325-0092. That's Midas Backhoe Services and Septic Solutions.
Again, this connection between number 2 and number 10 on LBJ has not materialized yet. And they've been putting Villaseñor on him, and so far he's done a pretty good job. You see him going back there. They're playing a little bit of a cover 2 right there on that side of Sky. Now Villaseñor comes back down to squat a little bit. Let's see what kind of
Ball
coverage.
at the 37-yard line. 2 receivers to the near side, one to the far side. And they're on the tackle. Paniagua again. Paniagua coming in with a big sack. The Land Shark defense of the Eagles, as Paniagua gets the edge and gets the rush and gets in under a minute to play.
Yeah, they basically overwhelmed the offensive line there and just did a very good job of moving the line of scrimmage. And then Paniagua, of course, made a very good play upfield. And seems to be an injury, I think, to the up back is number 8 or number 6.
No, number 6 is the
is that number
running
8?
back. No, number 6. Yeah, that's Lopez.
Yeah, he seems to be hobbled a bit.
So the ball back to the 44-yard line.
You know, I don't know who called that
Third and
timeout.
long.
I think it was LBJ. That might have been their last one. But
so just under a minute to play.
You know, Eagle Pass may get the ball back with some time to do something. Larry. Muchas gracias. Yeah, so
every time I come to United ISD and the Bill Johnson Student Activity, of course, Bobby Cruz, the athletic director, always a phone call away, and every time we come over here, it's hospitable from them.
That's awesome. They just brought us Popeye's chicken.
Just under a minute to play.
Larry loves it.
Just under a minute to play here, as Robles has 3rd down and long from his own 44 from the Eagle Pass 44-yard line, drops back, looking
again. The
looking,
rush,
surveying.
The rush is good. The rush is good from Eagle Pass,
and almost intercepted, as the intended receiver was Alex Waldo, and there to break it up in the middle of the field was number 3.
They're gonna punt.
Rogelio Rodrigo Garcia.
I can't. The coverage has been excellent. The pass rush is good, but what's setting up the pass rush is how well they're playing in the
secondary.
Now, I expected some bigger plays from
LBJ?
No, from Eagle Pass against this secondary. We haven't seen it yet. And part of that is Barrera has not had the time.
No.
And so we'll see if that materializes. They're going to get the ball back with about 45 seconds.
Ball punted away, and Velasquez will let it bounce and go into the end zone for a touchback with 43 seconds left.
So Eagle Pass has 43 seconds to drive it into field goal range and or conceivably score a touchdown. Let's see how well they're able to move the ball. They've got all 3 of their timeouts, which is a blessing to have at this point in the ball game with the ball at the 20-yard line. We'll see what kind of changes or protection schemes may benefit Barrera in the second half, or that may be put into play right now. But, Javi's going to need a little bit more time if he wants to throw the ball. We've got offset running back and Barrera in the shotgun.
Two receivers to the far side, to the near side, quick out, and we'll get the ball completed and brought down quickly by number 24, number 4, out to the outside. Was that Jeremiah? Yeah, that was Jeremiah Silva.
What you typically want to see on that kind of route is you want to see the receiver take it to the outside.
So completed ball to number 16, second, and call it a 3-yard gain.
Yeah, and so I think they're going to let this thing run down.
At the EP, at their own 23-yard line. They're going to let it go down.
They were going to take a shot, and if they've been able to get something on that play, they were going to do some more, run some more plays, but it just didn't go anywhere.
Yeah. So with that being said, 3-0 at the half. And the only scoring was a 40-yard field goal with 6:59 left in that first quarter. I believe it was the first quarter. No, second quarter.
Both defenses have played reasonably well. Eagle Passes obviously has played better. There have been some key penalties from both teams that have stymied drives. But I've got to say the Eagle pass rush and the LBJ one has been good too, because they've sacked Barrera as well. But neither quarterback has gotten into a rhythm.
No, none whatsoever. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching South Texas Sports Live.
At Chapo Law Group, we step up to the plate for every client. From car crashes to on-the-job injuries, we're ready to sing hard on your behalf. Call Chapo Law Group today. Tough, trusted, experienced. Justice is in your corner. Make the call.
Dr. Hector Alvarez at Eagle Pass Dental Clinic wants to invite you to 1606 East Garrison Street. Call for your dental appointment at 830-757-1500. We sat down with Dr. Hector Alvarez, and this is what he had to say to the community. Friendly Pharmacy, located at 2176 East Garrison Street. You can call them up, 830-752-6088. With delivery and drive-thru available, open Monday through Friday from 10 to 6. Friendly Pharmacy. Luis Barbershop, a staple since 1980, has been helping residents look good and at their best. Top-notch haircut, beard trim, and shave. That's Luis and Johnny Rivera at Luis Barbershop, located at 108 Falcon Boulevard in Eagle Pass, Texas.
Poncho Nevares from Nevares Williams, and we're a trial lawyer outfit. What that means is if you've got a situation where you've been injured in the oil patch or any job that you might do, or out on the roadway by some negligent trucking company or commercial vehicle outfit, or even in a car wreck, we'll take your case to trial.
Midas Backhoe Services and Septic Solutions. Need to clear land? Need to dig? You need installation of septic systems, drain field repairs? Call for a quote. 830-325-0092. That's Midas Backhoe Services and Septic Solutions. Midas Backhoe Services and Septic Solutions. Need to clear land? Need to dig? You need installation of septic systems, drain field repairs? Call for a quote. 830-325-0092. That's Midas Backhoe Services and Septic Solutions.
Chance and Lee's, the home of the Chicago Dog, 1296 Dario Boulevard, open 7 days a week, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Call them up, 830-776-7656. DoorDash and Uber Eats available. Pizza, pasta, wings, sandwiches, and more. That's Chance and Lee's Pizzeria. Since 2013, our law firm focuses on personal injury, cases. No cases too big or too small. Injured in an accident? Call us today at 830-776-7500. We're located at 405 South Monroe Street. That's the law firm of Ernesto Fuentes. La Parrilla, located at 2640 Del Rio Boulevard. A great family atmosphere with great Mexican dishes and, of course, margaritas. Call them at 830-758-0646 to place your order for takeout. Tacos, plates, lunches, and more. That's La Parrilla. Here at the Ritchie Law Firm, our three main values are integrity, excellence, and credibility. Services include personal injury law, immigration law, family law, oil field accidents, and wrongful death. Call us up, 830-773-3737, or come by, 493 Madison Street, here in Eagle Pass. RitchieLawGroup.com.
Here we go.
Siesta Tire and Custom Wheels, 3168 Del Rio Boulevard, open Monday through Friday from 8 to 6 and Saturday from 8 to 2. Call them up, 830-773-4010. Full suspension lifts, leveling kits, in stock, no credit needed, financing available, brake service, tire repair. That's Siesta Tires and Custom Wheels. Super Tacos Morales, with 2 locations serving Eagle Pass for over 20 years. Located at 1885 East Main Street and 2427 El Indio Highway, you get your breakfast tacos, fajita tacos, molleja, chicken, and brisket, along with lunch plates. That's Super Tacos Morales.
Valdez Tire Record Service, 24/7 roadside assistance. You need a tow? Guess what? Call them up. Valdez Tire Record Service at 830-757-3102. Located at 522 North Pierce Street in Eagle Pass. Need a jump? Give us a call. 757-3102.
Injured in an accident? Don't sit this one out. At Chapo Law Group, we step up to the plate for every client. From car crashes to on-the-job injuries, we're ready to sing hard on your behalf. Call Chapo Law Group today. Tough, trusted, experienced. Justice is in your corner. Make the call.
Dr. Hector Alvarez at Eagle Pass Dental Clinic wants to invite you to 1606 East Garrison Street. Call for your dental appointment at 830-757-1500. We sat down with Dr. Hector Alvarez, and this is what he had to say to the community.
Friendly Pharmacy, located at 2176 East Garrison Street. You can call them up, 830-752-6088. With delivery and drive-thru available, open Monday through Friday from 10 to 6. Friendly Pharmacy.
Luis Barbershop, a staple since 1980, has been helping residents look good and at their best. Top-notch haircut, beard trim, and shave. That's Luis and Johnny Rivera at Luis Barbershop, located at 108 Falcon Boulevard in Eagle Pass, Texas.
Poncho Nevades from Nevades Williams, and we're a trial lawyer outfit. What that means is, if you've got a situation where you've been injured in the oil patch or any job that you might do, or out on the roadway by some negligent trucking company or commercial vehicle outfit, or even in a car wreck, we'll take your case to trial.
Mine is backhoe services and septic solutions. Need to clear land? Need to dig. You need installation of septic systems, drain field repairs? Call for a quote. 830-325-0092. That's Midas Backhoe Services and Septic Solutions. Midas Backhoe Services and Septic Solutions. Need to clear land? Need to dig. You need installation of septic systems, drain field repairs? Call for a quote. 830-325-0092. That's Midas Backhoe Services and Septic Solutions.
Chance the Chicago Dog, 1296 Dario Boulevard, open 7 days a week, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Call them up, 830-776-7656. DoorDash and Uber Eats available. Pizza, pasta, wings, sandwiches, and more. That's Chance and Lee's Pizzeria. Since 2013, our law firm focuses on personal injury cases. No case is too big or too small. Injured in an accident? Call us today at 830-776-7500. We're located at 405 South Monroe Street. That's the law firm of Ernesto Fuentes. La Parrilla, located at 2640 Dario Boulevard. A great family atmosphere with great Mexican dishes and, of course, margaritas. Call them at 830-758-0646 to place your order for takeout. Tacos, plates, lunches, and more. That's La Parrilla. Here at the Ritchie Law Firm, our three main values are integrity, excellence, and credibility. Services include personal injury law, immigration law, family law, oil field accidents, and wrongful death. Call us up, 830-773-3737, or come by 493 Madison Street here in Eagle Pass. RitchieLawGroup.com.
Here we go.
Siesta Tire and Custom Wheels, 3168 Dario Boulevard, open Monday through Friday from 8 to 6 and Saturday from 8 to 2. Call them up, 830-773-4010. Full suspension lifts, leveling kits, in stock, no credit needed, financing available, brake service, tire repair. That's Siesta Tires and Custom Wheels. Super Tacos Morales, with 2 locations serving Eagle Pass for over 20 years. Located at 1885 East Main Street and 2427 El Indio Highway, you get your breakfast tacos, fajita tacos, molleja, chicken, and brisket, along with lunch plates. That's Super Tacos Morales.
Valdez Tire Record Service, 24/7 roadside assistance. You need a tow? Guess what? Call them up. Valdez Tire Record Service at 830-757-3102. Located at 522 North Pierce Street in Eagle Pass. Need a jump? Give us a call. 757-3102.
Injured in an accident? Don't sit this one out. At Chapo Law Group, we step up to the plate for every client. From car crashes to on-the-job injuries, we're ready to sing hard on your behalf. Call Chapo Law Group today. Tough, trusted, experienced. Justice is in your corner. Make the call.
Dr. Hector Alvarez at Eagle Pass Dental Clinic wants to invite you to 1606 East Garrison Street. Call for your dental appointment at 830-757-1500. We sat down with Dr. Hector Alvarez, and this is what he had to say to the community.
Friendly Pharmacy, located at 2176 East Garrison Street. You can call them up, 830-752-6088. with delivery and drive-thru available, open Monday through Friday from 10 to 6. Friendly Pharmacy.
Luis Barbershop, a staple since 1980, has been helping residents look good and at their best. Top-notch haircut, beard trim, and shave. That's Luis and Johnny Rivera at Luis Barbershop, located at 108 Falcon Boulevard in Eagle Pass, Texas.
Poncho Nevares from Nevares Williams, and we're a trial lawyer outfit. What that means is if you've got a situation where you've been injured in the oil patch or any job that you might do, or out on the roadway by some negligent trucking company or commercial vehicle outfit, or even in a car wreck, we'll take your case to trial.
Midas Backhoe Services and Septic Solutions. Need to clear land? Need to dig? You need installation of septic systems, drain field repairs? Call for a quote. 830-325-0092. That's Midas Backhoe Services and Septic Solutions. Midas Backhoe Services and Septic Solutions. Need to clear land? Need to dig? You need installation of septic systems, drain field repairs? Call for a quote. 830-325-0092. That's Midas Backhoe Services and Septic Solutions.
Chance and Lee's, the home of the Chicago Dog. 1296 Dario Boulevard. Open 7 days a week, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Call them up, 830-776-7656. DoorDash and Uber Eats available. Pizza, pasta, wings, sandwiches, and more. That's Chance and Lee's Pizzeria. Since 2013, our law firm focuses on personal injury cases. No case is too big or too small. Injured in an accident? Call us today at 830-776-7500. We're located at 405 South Monroe Street. That's the law firm of Ernesto Fuentes. La Parrilla, located at 2640 Dario Boulevard. A great family atmosphere with great Mexican dishes and, of course, margaritas. Call them at 830-758-0646 to place your order for takeout. Tacos, plates, lunches, and more. That's La Parrilla. Here at the Ritchie Law Firm, our three main values are integrity, excellence, and credibility. Services include personal injury law, immigration law, family law, oil field accidents, and wrongful death. Call us up, 830-773-3737, or come by 493 Madison Street here in Eagle Pass. RitchieLawGroup.com.
Here we go.
Siesta Tire and Custom Wheels, 3168 Dario Boulevard, open Monday through Friday from 8 to 6 and Saturday from 8 to 2. Call them up, 830-773-4010. Full suspension lifts, leveling kits, in stock, no credit needed, financing available, brake service, tire repair. That's Siesta Tires and Custom Wheels. Super Tacos Morales, with 2 locations serving Eagle Pass for over 20 years. Located at 1885 East Main Street and 2427 El Indio Highway, you get your breakfast tacos, fajita tacos, molleja, chicken, and brisket, along with lunch plates. That's Super Tacos Morales.
Valdez Tire Record Service, 24/7 roadside assistance. You need a tow? Guess what? Call them up. Valdez Tire Record Service at 830-757-3102. Located at 522 North Pierce Street in Eagle Pass. Need a jump? Give us a call. 757-3102.
Injured in an accident? Don't sit this one out. At Chapo Law Group, we step up to the plate for every client. From car crashes to on-the-job injuries, we're ready to sing hard on your behalf. Call Chapo Law Group today. Tough, trusted, experienced. Justice is in your corner. Make the call.
Dr. Hector Alvarez at Eagle Pass Dental Clinic wants to invite you to 1606 East Garrison Street. Call for your dental appointment at 830-757-1500. We sat down with Dr. Hector Alvarez, and this is what he had to say to the community.
Friendly Pharmacy, located at 2176 East Garrison Street. You can call them up, 830-752-6088. With delivery and drive-thru available, open Monday through Friday from 10 to 6. Friendly Pharmacy.
Louis Barbershop, a staple since 1980, has been helping residents look good and at their best. Top-notch haircut, beard trim, and shave. That's Luis and Johnny Rivera at Louis Barbershop, located at 108 Falcon Boulevard in Eagle Pass, Texas.
Poncho Nevares from Nevares Williams, and we're a trial lawyer outfit. What that means is if you've got a situation where you've been injured in the oil patch or any job that you might do, or out on the roadway by some negligent trucking company or commercial vehicle outfit, or even in a car wreck, we'll take your case to trial.
Midas Backhoe Services and Septic Solutions. Need to clear land? Need to dig? You need installation of septic systems, drain field repairs? Call for a quote. 830-325-0092. That's Midas Backhoe Services and Septic Solutions. Midas Backhoe Services and Septic Solutions. Need to clear land? Need to dig? You need installation of septic systems, drain field repairs? Call for a quote. 830-325-0092. That's Midas Backhoe Services and Septic Solutions.
Chance and Lee's, the home of the Chicago Dog, 1296 Dario Boulevard, open 7 days a week, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Call them up, 830-776-7656. DoorDash and Uber Eats available. Pizza, pasta, wings, sandwiches, and more. That's Chance and Lee's Pizzeria. Since 2013, our law firm focuses on personal injury cases. No case is too big or too small. Injured in an accident? Call us today at 830-776-7500. We're located.
All right, we're back live. Halftime. We got 6:27 left here at halftime. Friday day. We got Poncho Nevares. LBJ has their halftime festivities. Homecoming tonight for LBJ.
Looks sharp.
3-0 the score with 6:59 left in the second quarter. Ivan Cruz hit a 40-yard field goal between the uprights. Ivan Cruz, and they got 3-0 is the score at halftime. We got some stats to give to you guys from our good friend at LMT, the sports writer for LMT for Laredo Morning Times, Billy Woods. 9 total penalties in the game for both Eagle Pass and LBJ. So penalties and the Hankies have been out in there. LBJ 11 rushes for 5 yards rushing. They did take out Lopez in the carted him off at halftime. He was favoring his right leg his right hit, excuse me.
Looked like an ankle.
Yeah, and that's 18 rushes for 21 yards and 6 of 9 for 62 yards in the passing department. So,
talking to Billy Woods from Laredo Morning Times, I asked him, how would you describe the game? And he said, quote unquote, ugly. And
to say the least.
Well, and as you can see from you could say it's a defensive battle, and yes, it is. But it's also some futility with respect to the penalties. And so neither team has really an edge in yardage. Obviously, Eagle Pass has a mathematical edge. They've got, I think, 80 yards and
42 yards and 5 yards for LBJ. Total yards, 83 yards total for Eagle Pass.
So they've got a mathematical edge, but it hasn't really translated into much. And when neither team can break 100 yards in the first half, you got problems. And the problems have been protection on both sides because both quarterbacks have been sacked repeatedly. Both quarterbacks have been under pressure and duress. You've seen Robles having to roll out. And he hasn't been very accurate. And part of the lack of accuracy has been the coverage. The coverage has been awesome.
Yeah.
And so, and frankly, LBJ has made some plays too. Their coverage has been great.
Yeah.
And, but I mean, whatever team can eliminate those mistakes is going to be able to take advantage. And, Eagle Pass had this long
drive.
The long drive. And that's been the longest drive of the game, but it only materialized into 3 points for the Eagles.
Yeah.
And so, you would think both coaches, in whatever gentle manner they would like to do it, were ripping their teams for the mistakes they made, right? Or maybe it was gentle. I mean, I'm being facetious. But point being is I'm sure it's a point of emphasis. Guys, let's get our heads out of our rear ends and eliminate these mistakes, and we're going to have a better opportunity. The halftime was a little longer than usual because it's homecoming tonight, so both teams had a little more time to marinate over the lackluster offensive outputs. But also, I have to believe on the defensive side, both squads have to be very happy with the way their defenses have played.
Coach Reese, the defensive coordinator for Eagle Pass, he's probably gonna start dialing up some blitzes, just to kind of create some turnovers. But they've had opportunities to.
They've been very close to intercepting some balls, and I told you on one of them that they had going into the south end zone. If the quarterback actually makes a good throw on the ball, it's probably picked off because the coverage was that good. And you may not be wrong. I think that both defenses are having to look at, how do we get a turnover? The Eagle Pass missed out on a fumble on that last drive. There's already been a fumble in the game that LBJ recovered off a mishandled punt.
Yeah.
They couldn't do anything with it.
No.
So,
and to say to your take on that, they've been able to capitalize in their 5 games that they had won previous to losing to Medina Valley. They took advantage of those turnovers, and they were not able to take advantage of this turnover tonight.
No, and again, I think that drive was less penalty and more Eagle Pass standing up, and bowing up and making stops. And so, you got to be happy if you're the Eagle Pass defense. I thought Eagle Pass was gonna be able to run the ball a little bit better. It looked like it.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of got away from it, but Embry had a couple of runs there. Every time they tried to go counter to Flores, that the ceiling block that they need on that end has not materialized. And the linebacker, the Mike, makes the play, and so they've got to figure that out because for that play to have any chance to succeed, you have got to make that block.
Yeah, you do. So we got, of course, over at Shirley Field, you got Laredo Martin, and I believe it's Southwest Legacy. Southwest Legacy, of course, lost to Laredo Nixon last week, as Nixon moved to 3-1, and they dropped to 3-1. So that District 14-5A. Again, anybody can beat anybody, and of course tomorrow night we're gonna have CC win over at home and we got Laredo Nixon coming into town.
So CC Win beat who last week?
They beat Cigarroa.
Cigarroa.
21-18.
So
21-18.
They've got they played Jay a couple 2 weeks ago and they lost.
Yeah, they lost.
That
to
was
Jay.
a close game.
That's the one. That's the one that you didn't go to.
No,
you didn't go to. But that was they scored late in that game. It was a 44-12 game. Jay was just again phenomenal with the running game, and it just it's just one of those things. But I think with this win, Coach Ramirez and the staff, and of course the Win offense and being able to move the ball a little, but they do have to contend with Nixon. Nixon is not, you got Hunter Salinas, who that kid can. The read option for him and the decisions he makes are just bar none, one of the top quarterbacks in the area.
And so that said, it's a real test that Win will have tomorrow, and I'm a big believer in momentum. You want a tight, tough contest. Win. I think they were winless last year, right?
Yeah. They did beat Cigarroa last year.
Okay, so they had one win.
Yeah.
And so this is a game that it could potentially put them in a situation where they can make a run.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what you want. And I want to see Win build on that tomorrow. That's what we hope to be able to witness there at.
Are you gonna be there with us?
Colesdale Foster. I'll be there tomorrow night.
Colesdale Foster Veterans Memorial Stadium. Is
at the Co's.
At the Co's, yes.
At the Co. I'm gonna call it the Cozy. At the Cozy.
So we got Larry Davis here with us too. Larry, a good friend of ours. He, of course, class of 94.
How do you see the game, Larry?
All right. You go tonight.
Okay, they're gonna win tonight. That's what Larry. That's the prediction from Larry as LBJ comes into the field. And we got, of course, the second half here to kick off. Your take, as we talked, for the second half, it's going to be who's going to make the adjustments, right, for the second half.
So I don't think for either team, you can look. You had a half of football. It's basically 0-0. Eagle Pass is going to receive this kick. I don't think the keys have changed. Eagle Pass has done defensively what they needed to do. Johnson has done that. Coach Mireles on the Johnson side said, hey, Eagle Pass is explosive, and there haven't been any explosive plays for the Eagles offense. There was one, Javi's run down to the 4-yard line, but what happened? Penalty. And so Eagle Pass has played, what did Coach Olivas talk about, the discipline?
Yeah.
And taking away these reads, well, they've done that. And so the keys to the game for both teams defensively have worked. And it's not that Barrera has made bad decisions. He just hasn't been able to really make any.
Yeah.
And so, and frankly, number 2, Robles, there's no rhythm there.
Yeah.
Whether it's penalties or the defense, here's a kick.
But Leski's back deep, and that one's going to be taken just inside the 21-yard line, 22-yard line by number 16, Silva. Silva just took it outside and said, you know what, I'm just going to get out of bounds right here.
Yeah, I mean, they're obviously trying to keep the ball away from number 8, and they pinned Silva there to the sideline. There's really not much you can do there. And so Eagle Pass is going to start at their 28.
Second half.
And I anticipate that they're going to come out quick, right? There's going to be some tempo. I think we're going to see that.
So the ball at the 28-yard line, at their own 28, 1st and 10 for
Twins.
Eagle Pass. 2 receivers to the near side. Twin stack to the far side to the near side. Shotgun formation. Blitz will take off using his legs to the 30. Gets outside to the 35. And it gets to the 38-yard line.
So that's something Barrera could not do in the first half, which he did tremendously and magnificently in the second half of that Medina Valley game. Now you're seeing it on the first play of the game. It's off schedule, but that's exactly what you need to do to be able to break a defense's back, right? And to get these safeties turning around and worrying about a long run.
The deep ball, yeah.
Well, worrying about the run and giving up a big play, right?
Drops back, looking, now can't find anybody. Now decides to go and tuck it in. Number 99 in on the tackle. That's Vargas, the defensive end. Miguel Vargas in on the sack there.
Right there. Barrera needs to make the decision to get that ball out of bounds. There's just taking these sacks at some point just is not a good idea. There's got to be some sort of awareness about that.
Yeah.
But again, he's a threat to run. And
Yeah.
That's kind of that's Eagle Pass needs a spark offensively, right?
Two receivers to the near side, to the far side. Shotgun formation, drops back, looking, now takes off. A shovel pass to number 9, and he's out to the midfield. Medellin out to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, that was a very heads-up play by Barrera, kind of shoveling it out there to Medellin, and it went for a first down.
Yeah, so now to the LBJ 45-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. That's their second first down of the second half. 10:52 left here as we start the third quarter. 3 receivers to the far side. The ball out the right hash. 1 receiver, one-on-one situation down on the bottom.
That was a great block by Flores.
To run to the outside, and a great open field tackle there by number 21. There's a flag, a late flag.
I think that's going to be holding on the secondary from LBJ.
That's Josh Garcia in on the tackle.
And, I mean, that safety came up quick to make that tackle.
Oh, yeah.
That's really good. Because Barrera has sprinter speed and quick feet, and that guy made a great play.
He runs track in the spring. I think he only does football and track. I know he's part of the 4x4.
Yeah,
4x1.
No, the guy's got incredible speed. And
you've seen him.
Yeah.
You've seen him since he was a little kid.
Yeah, and so the cornerback, that was a cornerback coming back up, number 21. That was
Josh Garcia.
Josh Garcia. He's been playing a little soft coverage, but man, when he digs his feet and then starts coming down to play run support,
we're gonna see what the flag is.
It's gonna be defensive holding.
2 fouls.
Oh, that's offsetting.
So number 8 holding, number 12 was
holding as well.
Was Bernie Ramos.
We're gonna play this again. We're gonna play first down again.
So that was negated. So now the ball, they're gonna put it at the 45-yard line.
It's gonna be spotted at the same spot.
At the same spot.
Yeah.
So we got 1st and 10, and 2 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near side. Take it out. Velasquez outside at the 40-35 and gets brought down by number 17.
He's going to have first down there. That was a very good block
William
by Barba. It allowed Velasquez to make a little bit of a play and get down the field. Eagle Pass putting together a semblance of a drive, right? They're picking up first downs.
1st and 10, yeah. That's their third first down.
And that was
1st and 10 to the 34.
That was a very good throw to get Barrera back in some sort of flow, right? Just quick, put the ball in the hands of your best playmaker, which is Velasquez, and it looked good. You got him there in the sniffer.
2 receivers to the far side and a give to Flores and nowhere to go. Number 99 again in on the tackle. Vargas and number 24
the offensive line seemed a little confused there in terms of the assignments, and it allowed that penetration. And so
2nd and 10.
They're going to need to block much better than that if they expect to run the ball in this half.
A loss of 2, and it's going to be 2nd and 12 for the Eagles with just under 9:20 left here in the third quarter. 3 receivers to the far side, 1 on the near side. In shotgun formation, has Flores to his right. We'll give to Flores. Flores up the middle. Bounces off a couple of LBJ Wolves across the 30 to the 29-yard line.
So I just noticed they had a little substitution. The interior of the line looks a little undersized right now for LBJ. And right there what the Eagles did, they just drove block, right? And they were able to create a bulge and a little bubble and move that line of scrimmage and giving Flores enough time to start picking up speed. And he peeled off a 6-yard run.
6-7 yards there. 3rd and 5 now. Ball at the 29 at the LBJ 29-yard line. Just under 8:40 left.
I expect Barrera to run on this play if he can't get anything going.
2 receivers to the far side.
Here comes a rush.
He rolls out to the far side. He's got some green. He flings it out. He's got a receiver open in the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles!
Wow.
With 8:23 left as a strike from 29 yards out.
Let me tell you what set that up, Freddie, is Barrera, now that he's able to run and get to the outside, what did the deep cover man do there? He took a step
He took
forward.
a step forward.
I'll tell you what, that is a great example.
Was that number 16?
Yeah.
Was that Jeremiah?
Jeremiah. That's a great example of the maturation of Barrera. Before he would have he's running. But he's keeping his eyes upfield, extending plays. These guys are worried about the run, and he took a big shot to the end zone, and it paid off.
And that one up and in with 8:23 left in the third quarter. A 29-yard touchdown pass.
There's excited.
Touchdown pass to Jeremiah Silva. And the Eagles go up 10-0. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching South Texas Sports Live.
2013, our law firm focuses on personal injury cases. No case is too big or too small. Injured in an accident? Call us today at 830-776-7500. We're located at 405 South Monroe Street. That's the law firm of Ernesto Fuentes.
And we're back live. Freddie Dea, Poncho Nevares, the Eagle pass. Eagles strike here in the third quarter with 8:23 off the pass from Barrera to Silva in the end zone for 29-yard pass.
3.5 minute drive there, Freddie, and they couldn't
play drive.
Yeah, they could not have started the second half better. Barrera being able to run off schedule is what creates those opportunities for the Eagle offense and gets those receivers in space, and you saw a perfect example of that right there.
Yeah, so we got we're not gonna have Lopez for Mauricio Lopez for LBJ. He was carted off, and he's still on the sideline. And Hernandez for number 28 will do the duties there back there. And I've seen that gentleman. He runs hard. He runs fast. He's a quick. He's a sophomore. Excuse me. He's a junior. So LBJ will have it. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Eagle pass looks like they're in a really deep cover 3.
We'll give to Hernandez. Hernandez squeaked through there. You saw him come out from that line.
It looked real slippery there, man.
So
it looked like there wasn't much there, and he just kind of whatever that crack was.
Yeah.
There's a player down though.
Yeah, there's a player down. You
can see from the replay he just kind of slipped through that crack, right?
Yeah.
And there's it looks like an offensive lineman from here.
Yeah, so we got 8:07 left here in the third quarter, and they're going to take I guess it's a
official timeout.
An official timeout.
Yeah, so I think Eagle Pass believes that LBJ is going to come out and try to get, air it out. And you could see that in the coverage where the cornerback's playing way, way off, and they look like they were in some sort of cover 3 to start.
Mm-hmm.
And, LBJ ran the ball. But I don't believe that LBJ is going to be able to win this game on the ground. They got to
throw the ball.
They got to be able to throw the ball. And Eagle Pass knows that.
So ball to the what is it, 28-yard line. So a 3-yard carry there, 2nd and 7.
You got Rhea and Garcia in the back. Rhea coming up.
We'll give again to number 28, and we'll carry a couple of Eagles forward over the 35 to 32, from the 30 to 32, excuse me.
Was that 2 carries for plus yardage? And it's just straight ahead stuff, right?
Yeah, it's
drive block.
North and south. Nothing out of the ordinary. Just doing what he's got to do to get the ball going forward for LBJ. So 3rd and 3.
They're in the pistol now.
Yeah, in the pistol formation. 2 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side.
Eagle Pass in their 4-3.
3rd and 3. Got to get to the 35.
Robles blitz off the edge.
And throws to the intended receiver, number 10.
Oh,
there's a flag as Villaseñor got tangled up there, and the back judge threw it on him. He never turned around.
He just didn't play the ball.
Yeah, he never turned around to play the ball at the last minute. If he would have turned at least one time, just to kind of say, hey, I turned around.
You know, technique that that you can coach there is just when you sense that the ball's in the air, just kind of put a hand up and even turn the palm of your hand.
Yeah.
It makes it seem like you're actually playing the ball.
Exactly.
So that's going to give LBJ
A
first down. And so here's another example of a penalty, you know, prolonging the drive, right?
Yep.
Eagle Pass was going to get off the field there. But I think at this point LBJ might have more yards and penalties that they've gained than actual offensive yards.
So the ball to the 47.
Yeah, the referees had some trouble spotting these balls on these penalties.
Oh, I'm not sure. I mean, I'm looking at. I'm not sure what because it's a spot foul, ain't it?
No.
I mean, it's from the.
It's from where the ball is spotted.
Yeah. Robles takes it up the middle.
So that
Fernandez in on the tackle across the 40 to the 36, 37-yard line.
That might be the first time that Robles runs since early in the first quarter, and it was successful. You know, let's see what change that does, or if that changes focus. They got a diamond receiver formation down here on the bottom.
So 4 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side, and Robles in shotgun formation. Robles looks to the one-on-one side over, and they're giving a one-on-one situation with Villaseñor and their best receiver Ivan Gonzalez.
That was a very hard throw, and just 10 could not get his hands on it. And again, is the pressure coming off the edge. They put Robles down. He's taking some shots back there, and him and number 10 have just not been able to get on the same page.
No.
They're going to run the same formation again, this diamond formation.
2nd and 10 from the Eagle Pass 37-yard line. 6:38 left. 10-0 the score. Eagle Pass.
Here comes Ruiz scooting up again. Looks like he's going to come, but he falls back. That's
and
a great,
right there, nice
great
play there.
Tackle.
Number 7 in on the tackle, George Martinez, read the play there, immediately getting into the backfield.
He blew that up. They didn't have a chance to block him. Normally what you want to see there from your diamond set is your wedge,
your
wedge receivers come up and contain on the first one, allow the pass catcher to make a play, but man,
lost 1 to 38.
Georgia just blew that up.
3rd and 11 now. Just under 6:08 left here in the third quarter. Down 10 points. They're going to send Pacheco out to the outside, Ernesto Cruz out to the outside. So he's over by the numbers. So 3 receivers to the far side, empty backfield, 2 receivers to the near side.
Yes, and he'll straight up on number 10.
Drops back, looking through his progressions. Now
a
sack. Another sack there for the Eagle Pass defense. And again, that was number 2, I believe, or...
You know, the coverage was good, but the pass rush was even better. And, again, the interior defensive line and the ends, they just looked really quick tonight. And Coach Olivas, I don't think, was wrong in assessing that LBJ had not seen a team with as much team speed as Eagle Pass.
Yeah, Eagle Pass, yeah.
Let's see. We got Velasquez back there. Come on, Reyes, not getting more looks.
No, I don't think he's gonna after that.
I mean, come on.
I don't think Coach Coca Ruiz said, you know what, kid, no,
they don't want to punt it to Velasquez, and that's actually a good spot. Well, it's not a very good spot for. It looked like the ball had come out at the 22, but they're getting it at the 19.
Yeah. So
now, momentum is a hell of a thing, right?
Yep.
And you know, Eagle Pass came out, scored on their first drive. They were able to do some things right in the running game. They had a couple good runs. Barrera had some runs off schedule, and it opened up that big play that they had for the touchdown. Defensively, they withstood a penalty they had when they should have gotten off the field.
Yep.
And they held up. And so you got to say that momentum now at a little more than the halfway point of this quarter rests with Eagle Pass. Let's see what they can do in this offensive drive.
Ball at the 19-yard line. Freddie Day, Poncho Nevares with you today from Bill Johnson Student Activity Center, Laredo, Texas. Thursday night game of the week presented to you by Chapa Law Group.
Big Larry in the house too.
Two receivers to the far side, 2 to the near side. Shotgun formation has Flores gets the carry. Gets a couple of missed tackles there across the 30 to the 32-yard line. That's his longest rush today for Flores.
That's got to be the formula, and you saw it starting the second half. You know, the Eagle Pass is doubling down on getting Flores the ball, and it's working. There was a blitz coming off the edge, and it didn't really have a chance to get the ball carrier. Flores broke a couple tackles, and the end result
Quick out to Velasquez, 35-40, and goes out of bounds.
And Eagle Pass is getting the ball in the hands of their best players. Luis Flores, Velasquez, Barrera. Those three arguably are the best offensive players, and that's where they need to get the ball.
Yeah.
You got number 80 now, the punter, Bastian Medina in the game out wide. I really like him as a receiver. He's a very tough kid.
42-yard line.
He's a really good blocker, and he's a 10th grader, so he's got a good future ahead of him here at Eagle Pass.
2nd and 1, and from behind gets brought down. It's the number 0, I believe, or no, number 8, in on the tackle.
You know, Eagle Pass has not had a lot of success on it's 3rd and 1, and they've had some trouble, right?
Yeah, well, it was a 2nd and 1 and didn't get that 1 yard.
No.
So ball stays at the 42-yard line, 3rd and 1 now, with just under 4 minutes to play.
I expect some sort of RPO with Barrera trying to get to the edge again.
Well, then you also look at Christian Garcia, and because he's been at Alexander and he's been the offensive coordinator over here at Alexander, he knows most of what's going on here. We got timeout called, so a timeout with 3:44 left here in the 3rd quarter. That's the first charge timeout. We're gonna take a quick break. We'll be back with more after this.
La Parrilla, located at 2640 Del Rio Boulevard. A great family atmosphere with great Mexican dishes and, of course, margaritas. Call them at 830-758-0646 to place your order for takeout. Tacos, plates, lunches, and more. That's La Parrilla. Happy. Chance and Lee's, the home of the Chicago Dog. 1296 Del Rio Boulevard. Open 7 days a week, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Call them up, 830-776-7656. DoorDash and Uber Eats available. Pizza, pasta, wings, sandwiches, and more. That's Chance and Lee's Pizzeria.
All right, here we go.
All right, we're back live, 10-0. 3:44 left, and we got the Eagles. Give it to Flores. Flores to the outside, and they're going to call a flag there. Velasquez was holding number 12, Bernie Ramos. So on a 3rd and 1, again, the penalty.
It wasn't necessary either.
No, it wasn't.
Flores was already out there. He had a first down, and again, it's just it's unfortunate. And it's going to be 3rd and about 11. And what looked like a very promising drive and another first down, Eagle Pass behind the sticks again.
Yeah, you got the ball back to the 32-yard line. 3rd and 11. So you get behind the chains again. 3rd and 11. And 2 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. Shotgun formation has Flores to his left side. He will now bring him in motion.
It's that wheel route.
And middle of the field was open there. Behind the receiver as Barrera had him open. And Velasquez could have had another 10 yards and could have gotten the first down there just behind him.
Yeah, if the ball's out in front of Velasquez, there's an opportunity to make a play there. It just didn't happen. So, we're talking about momentum. Before we started the drive, and Eagle Pass looked like they were getting it, and I think they don't have it anymore.
No.
And so, they are leading 10-0, but games like this is where Eagle Pass has struggled in this part, in maintaining
closing
leads.
out the games.
Yes.
Maintaining and closing out games.
That's a great punt.
That was a great punt there to the 26-yard line, taken by number 12. And brought down there at the 42-yard line. I believe that was number 19 in on the tackle. It's we don't have him on the
That's Marky Trevino.
number 19.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have him on the thing.
Are
So
you sure?
yeah, it's not here.
Yeah, he's right there, Marcus Trevino.
Yeah, but it's 17. That was 19.
Oh,
So
no, he's 19 right here. Looking at him.
no, I guess I got the old one because I don't have 19.
You're right there.
No,
Look at
you
that.
have that one. I don't. This one. It's all
Look,
right.
man, I knew who it was. All right,
So, but
let's go, Eagles.
LBJ has it at their own 42-yard line. We'll give to Hernandez. Hernandez gets across the 45 to the 46. That's where he's going to stop their momentum. First and 10.
So far, this kid looks more like the first team tailback than the other first team tailback.
Yeah, then Lopez.
He's got positive yards on the 3 carries that he's had. He's finding that crease. You know, it's first or second and 6, and that's kind of where you want to be, right, at this down and distance.
Yeah, especially when you're at your own 46-yard line. You start the drive at their own 42, so you got some positive yardage off the punt return. You got 2 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near side. Will put Hernandez in motion and gets his receiver Alex Waldo, the tight end.
That's first
And
down for
it's a
LBJ.
First down, yeah.
That's another on-schedule throw that number 2 has made, and it's just pitch and catch right there, right in that little sitting down in between the corner, the safety, and the linebacker, that little triangle.
Yeah, ball to the 48-yard line of Eagle Pass. First and 10 for LBJ. We'll put Hernandez in motion. Drops back. And again, a miss pass to De Leon.
It hit De Leon. It just wasn't a great throw, and that's, you know, I really think he's just not comfortable. Eagle Pass has done a good job of resetting that line of scrimmage and getting to him, and that's just not a very good throw.
No.
And I would argue with you, it's probably throwing a little too hard there, like everything. You know, you have to throw a fastball there, but it just wasn't a very good throw.
2 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near side. Pistol formation now puts Hernandez in.
I think the well, I'm not gonna guess because I've been wrong.
Yeah,
These guys.
there's a flag on the plate, so don't know if they're gonna call
I think
a false start
I
or
think it's on Eagle Pass.
on Eagle Pass.
Yeah.
It's gonna be on the defensive
And
defensive end. Oh, false
no.
start? No.
see, I'm
Yeah.
wrong every time.
So it was a false start.
I'm just gonna shut up. I'm gonna sit in the corner.
Third quarter, 2:02 left here in the third quarter as that's a 5-yard penalty. So a false start puts the ball back. 2nd and 15. Ball.
Eagle Pass in
at
their 4-3
at their own
defense.
40.
That looks like match
7-yard
cover
line.
2 on them.
Drops back, looking to screen. Hernandez has it. Crosses midfield, 45-40. And brought down by number 2. That's Alex Reese.
That was very well executed. Eagle Pass almost had a chance to snuff that out before it got going, but frankly, it was very well executed. And it took advantage of the fact that Eagle Pass is getting up the field well with their pass rush.
To the 39-yard line of Eagle Pass. Third and 1.
I think that's the first screen we've seen all day from either
all
team.
day from either team, yeah. Just under a minute 25 left here. Pistol formation, 2 receivers to the far side, 1 on the near side. Robles will give to Hernandez. Hernandez spin move and met immediately. He's still going to lose a yard or 2. Number 5 in on the tackle. That's Anthony Chacon, excuse me.
They almost had him at a 2-yard loss. I didn't realize they hadn't given him the first down, so it's 4th down.
So they didn't give him forward progress. They got him to the 39.
It's 4th and about 1.
So 4th and 1. They needed to get the ball across the 37 the 38-yard line.
Yeah, it's about a yard. It's gonna be interesting what they do here.
2 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near side.
Eagle Pass was offsides.
And free play. Robles chunks it up.
It's picked off.
And it is
it's dropped.
Incomplete.
They're gonna get the first down.
So with 32 seconds left, they Robles got the Eagles defense to jump and get that first down.
Yeah. Yeah, so again is just not being able to get off the field. That was going to be Eagles ball.
Yeah. 32 seconds here in the third quarter. So first down.
You get the sense that LBJ is really struggling offensively, but Eagle Pass keeps giving them these.
Giving
gifts.
them when you give a team like LBJ that can at any point can change the complexity of the game, you give them chances, they're going to take advantage of it one of these times. And right there, Hernandez gets the ball across to the 30-yard line.
I think he's only lost yards on one carry.
Yeah, 2nd and 6, 4-yard carry there for him.
And if LBJ does manage to do something on this drive, it'll be in no small part number 28 and the spark that I think he's kind of giving them right now. Not kind of, but he's giving them.
Yeah.
And just these untimely penalties that Eagle Pass defense and offense, on the last drive that they've committed. And, you can't put teams away when you play like that.
10-0 the score. Into the third quarter. We go to the fourth. We'll be back with more after this.
13, our law firm focuses on personal injury cases. No case is too big or too small. Injured in an accident? Call us today at 830-776-7500. We're located at 405 South Monroe Street. That's the law firm of Ernesto Fuentes. La Parrilla, located at 2640 Del Rio Boulevard. A great family atmosphere with great Mexican dishes and, of course, margaritas. Call them at 830-758-0640.
And we're back live as we got the fourth quarter started.
Second down,
here.
about 6.
We got a 2nd down and 6. The ball at the 30-yard line. Robles looking for his favorite target and over the intended receiver, number 10, Gonzalez.
Great play by the defense to get in Robles' face, but Rodrigo Garcia, the all-state safety for Eagle Pass, getting up over the top and bracketing number 10 between the corner and using the sideline too a little bit.
That's an extra defender. Right
it's your 12th and 13th defender, depending on what side of the field you're on.
Yeah.
But that was a very good play in cover 2 that that's what you're supposed to make as a safety, right?
Yeah.
Come over and help, and he did that.
So Villaseñor has Gonzalez. We got 2 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near side. Pistol formation. Robles has Hernandez in the backfield with him. Drops back. We're looking. Gives it to Hernandez. Goes across to the 27.
Yeah, they typically on that right hash, what we've seen LBJ do, I'm a big fan of running to the wide side of the field, to the play side and not to the field side and not to the boundary side.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't seem to do a lot of that.
Well, now the ball is at the right hash. So when you have the ball in different hashes, when you got the ball to the right hash, the short side of the field is on the right side.
Right.
So the long part of the field is to the left side. So that's where they have the 3 receivers set. Yeah, 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. In shotgun formation, has Hernandez, looks right and takes it. He's crossed to the 22-yard line. That's where he's going to be marked at the 21.
That's Robles off schedule, picking up a first down. And again, that's really the only time. Look, Flores was on the field again.
Yeah.
And that's
the defense.
That's really the only time that the Eagle Pass defense has broken down on a 4th down. They gave up a 4th down on a penalty, but they had a breakdown there. The linebackers vacated the middle of the field, and Robles saw that, and he was able to push it up for a first down.
3 receivers to the far side.
Here comes that screen again.
Screen at the right receiver screen at the 21 and at the 5 and goes out of bounds. Is hit out of bounds. Got hit as that one was on a 1st and 10 at the 21.
They're going to spot that ball at the 1.5.
It was caught by number 10, Gonzalez, and all the way down to the 3-yard line, and then hit out of bounds.
They needed Robles needed to hook up with number 10, and he finally did.
Yeah.
And they're going to tack on basically a 1.5 yard penalty.
13th play of this drive. as they put it to the half-yard line after the penalty. It was to the 3, and then now at the half-yard line, 1.5.
So it'll be first and goal inside the 2.
Yeah, first and goal inside the 2-yard line. 10:33. Robles in shotgun formation. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 on the near side. Will bring a man in motion, and that's De Leon in motion. Will get it himself.
That was a short.
And he is short. Gets it to the 1.
Very good spill technique from number 10 to get down the line and be in position to make the play on the edge. And part of what made that happen again was the pressure. LBJ's trying to reset that line of scrimmage, basically push it into the end zone so that there's a bulge there where Robles can run into. But the defensive line held, set, and the middle linebacker was able to come over amongst many that made the play.
2 receivers to the near side now. We'll put
Robles again.
Robles again. Touchdown as Robles from 1 yard out with 9:55 left. And
I mean, obviously that play worked as it was designed, but the reason it worked is because the motion man out vacates that part of the field from your nickel back, and Robles ran right into that hole.
Yeah, with 9:55, Robles a 1 yard plunge into the end zone and makes it 6-10 with the point after attempt yet to be put up by Alex Waldo, and culminates in a.
That's good. Where's
14-play drive.
Waldo? I'll tell you where's Waldo's at. He's making a field goal.
14-play drive here for the Wolves as they take on the PAT Good. 7-10, only down by 3. Fourth quarter, 9:55 left. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching South Texas Sports Live.
For takeout, tacos, plates, lunches, and more. That's La Parrilla. Happy. Chance and Lee's, the home of the Chicago Dog. 1296 Durio Boulevard. Open 7 days a week, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Call them up, 830-776-7656. DoorDash and Uber Eats available. Pizza, pasta, wings, sandwiches, and more. Our 3 main values are integrity, excellence, and credibility. Services include personal injury law, immigration law, family law, oil field accidents, and wrongful death. Call us up, 830-773-3737, or come by.
And we're back live. 9:50 on his feet, crosses the 30 to the 34-yard line.
Eagle Pass will have it in relatively decent field position.
10-7.
It's a tight game, and again, LBJ climbed their way back in it because of mistakes. Eagle Pass had a couple chances to get off the field, one on a penalty, another on a broken play where they should have had Robles, and then they gave up the screen pass on the very next play, and the Wolves from 2 shots from one inside the 2, they scored. So let's see what kind of momentum Eagle Pass can snatch back offensively. This is a big drive in the game, a big drive in the season, because you got.
Let's see if this is the Hyundai of Del Rio.
The
drive of the game.
What a dynamite drop in for that.
9:34 left. First carry for Emery and gets bottled up there by number 4. That's Gonzalez, Remes Gonzalez.
Ramses.
Yes.
He's the beast.
Nacho Libre. I think
Come on, guys.
10-7 the score. 2 receivers to the far side. That one was run down. Ball again. No gain. 2nd and 10 for the Eagles. 2 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. Barrera in shotgun formation will give taking himself to the outside. Cuts it back 45 and gets to the 43-yard line.
I say he's gone. I misspoke. I mean, he's gone with the ball.
Yeah.
I was fooled. I thought
he had given
Flores
it.
had given it. But needs to do. They have not had very much luck.
Under 9 minutes to play here. The ball to the 43-yard line.
This isn't 4-down territory. If they can't convert this, they're going to have to punt it. But they haven't done very well from this down and distance.
3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Shotgun formation for Barrera. The Eagles are up by 3.
You got Velasquez in that sniffer.
And Velasquez trying to make his way through.
I think he's going to get it.
And, yeah, he got his second and third effort to the 45-yard line.
It did not look good at all.
No, because there was Wolf defenders in the backfield there quickly.
He did a very good job of breaking a tackle.
So he gets it to the 40.
It's second and about 8.
So he got 2 yards to the 43.
Yeah.
No, 47. Sorry, 47.
Barrera's under center now.
So 10-7. Barrera will take the ball, looking downfield off his back foot.
There's a flag in the
on
defensive secondary. It looks like it's going to be holding on LBJ. They're trying to run that wheel route that they ran, but it was well covered. LBJ just picked him up coming out of the backfield. I mean, I'm sorry, the LBJ defensive back picked him up coming out of the backfield. But it looks like that's going to be an LBJ. That's going to be a first down for Eagle Pass.
Also, down on the near side, open was Marco Medellin was open down here.
Yeah, so the coverage seemed to drag to that side. That's first down for Eagle Pass.
First down on the penalty. It was pass interference?
Yeah.
So the ball to the LBJ.
So you've got Medellin in the slot, and you've got Silva this side. I think at some point here, Barrera on the Eagle offense will be trying to test these guys deep, whether they're going to throw the receiver in the slot, trying to get into that space between the linebacker and the safety. Look at the middle of the field right there.
2 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. Swing pass to the outside, spins and gets maybe 1. No, they're going to mark him down at the 43-yard line.
I really believe that's we're going to see that, and I thought maybe we'd see it on that play. Medellin's coming out, and Embry's coming in, so they're going to go twin backs. But I mean, watching this side or the back side of that play, that route is open.
Okay, so we got 3 timeouts for the Wolves. We got 2 timeouts for Eagle Pass. We got just under 6 minutes to play here in the game. Eagle Pass has a 3-point lead, 10-7. When does Coach Mireles start calling timeouts? Is it within the 5 minute inside the 5 minute mark?
You can expect Eagle Pass to probably throw the ball. Let's say they're not successful and it's incomplete. You wouldn't waste a timeout.
Well, on a 2nd and 10, we'll give to Flores. Flores can't find any running room. And Barrera is kind of telling him, dude, this was open. The cutback lane was open for you to cut back to the near side.
Well, and Flores didn't see that, but the block on the end, the down block was there for him to take it back. And I don't know if that play was designed. It didn't seem like it was designed to counter, but it was there. But it puts the Eagle Pass again behind the sticks. It's 3rd and 11. This is almost guaranteed to be a pass. If it's incomplete, it's going to stop the clock. And the Wolves would presumably get the ball back with plenty of time.
So just under 5 minutes to play. 2 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. Shotgun formation.
Timeout
we got a
by
timeout. Eagle Pass.
So, again, let's think about what we're seeing and what could happen here is if Eagle Pass cannot obviously the worst thing is Eagle Pass doesn't convert and there's an incomplete pass because it stops the clock.
Okay.
Right? Let's say they complete a pass, but they don't convert. They can run the clock down to about 4. Assuming there's no return, LBJ will have about 80 yards to travel in about 4 minutes, right?
And Eagle Pass is only going to have 1 timeout.
1 timeout.
Coach Mireles is going to have all 3 timeouts.
All 3 of his timeouts. And so, the Eagle Pass defense has played well enough to win this game, but they're going to have to come back and stop them one more time. Regardless of what happens on this drive, even if Eagle Pass were to score, they're going to have to come back and stop them. Eagle Pass, again, they're about 11 yards outside of Cruz's range. But, obviously you want to play for a better shot and a touchdown. But, again, they keep putting themselves in these situations where, you're behind the sticks. And I understand the thinking there with the 2 runs. They just weren't very successful, right?
No, but they're running to the short side of the field, too. And the fact of the matter that he mentioned, of course, the cutback lane and the cutback to the near side, that was
it was there. I mean, the down block had sealed that end of it, and it was there. And he could have been able to break that run. It just didn't happen.
So empty backfield for Barrera. 3 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. Do you put it in his hands and do you make him make the play here as he's in shotgun formation?
Well, he's gonna throw the ball.
Back, looking on a 39, rolls out near side, still looking downfield.
He's gonna
now
get the
takes
first
it
down.
off. He's at the 30. He cuts it across the field. He's at the 25. He's got some blockers in front of him. He's at the 50, 10, 5. Touchdown!
Wow, what a play and run by
Eagles.
Barrera. Wow. So
with 3:43 left, then I was just mentioning that. Do you give this young man the effort that he gave you right there? Do you give him the ball? And yes, he did. For 44 yards, he takes it to the house.
He actually ran about 100 yards on that play because he ran about 20 this way and then 40 back the other way. But look, they put the ball in his hands one way or the other because they emptied the backfield. So it was either Barrera passing it or Barrera running it, and he broke the contain. He broke their back on that play, and that's got to be demoralizing for LBJ. So, Eagle Pass was a very tight game last week.
Yeah.
They were winning with, if you remember, they were winning by 10 points with about the same amount of time.
They were.
And so this is where the defense has to change whatever it is didn't work for them against Medina Valley, right?
Yep.
And I again, the Eagle defense has played really, really well up to this point, with the exception of these mistakes that they've made that have not allowed them to get off the field. But the offense has done what they're supposed to do. They've come out in the second half and scored 10 points, given them a 10-point lead. And now it's up to the defense to stand up. LBJ has all their timeouts. They've got a quarterback who's played very well, not tonight, but he's capable of making plays.
Yeah, he's capable of making plays.
And they've got arguably an all-district receiver in number 10, right?
Yeah. Well, and not only him, you still haven't seen much of Pacheco. You haven't seen much of Mireles. You haven't seen much of the whole receiving corps, because at any time, any of those guys can actually break out. And we haven't seen that. The other thing is, with 4:34 left, do you stay on the ground? Coach Mireles, does he stay on the ground?
You got
time.
You got time. I mean, you don't. But you need this 2-possession game, right?
Yeah, it is a 2-possession game.
And so, right here, now the bigger question is, does defensive coordinator Ricky Ruiz dial up more pressure? And I think the answer to that is why not?
Why not?
Why not?
You've been in his face. You've been in Robles' face all night, with your down linemen and your base defense. But do you start bringing, pressure from your linebackers, pressure from, your corners, because of the fact that they're playing press? Do you take a couple of shots and see, hey, maybe we can cause a turnover? So with 4:34 left, they have a 17-7 lead here. And Robles has the ball at his own.
They got a single wing over
25-yard
there.
line, 1st and 10. Robles.
So that play was interesting because you had a fake into the line with the wing coming in as a lead blocker, and again, it did nothing to freeze the secondary.
The secondary, because Rea was there.
The discipline that Coach Olivas talked about that was going to be necessary to win the game or put them in this position, I think was on display on that particular play because of what it was designed to do, and it failed.
Yeah, 4:28 left. Ball at the 25, 2nd and 10. Robles gives to his running back and gets it to about the.
So it's 3rd down. The clock is running. It's under 4 minutes and 20 seconds now. It's 3rd down.
That's number 8, the ball carrier, Cruz.
You got to believe that it's 4-down territory for these guys because it's a 2-possession game.
Yeah.
So they're probably coming out of this. They've got 2 plays they've probably signaled in. So they may need to call a timeout if they don't convert this 1st down.
You got 15 seconds on the play clock. You got 3 receivers to the near side, 1 receiver to the far side. Pistol formation for Robles.
You got cover 2 for Eagle Pass with a little shift because you got 4 receivers on this side.
Back looking, steps up.
Wow, the Eagle defense just
number 24 was there first, and that's Ricardo Martinez. And then the rest of the Lang Shark defense comes in.
There's a ball game right here for LBJ. If they don't convert this, Eagle Pass can can end the game with a couple first downs from there.
3:14 left. 4th down and 11. Robles will send 3 receivers to the near side. Empty backfield. 5 receivers set to the far side. 3 to the near side. Shotgun formation. Drops
Here
back.
comes a blitz.
Looking. And
It's
in and out of
incomplete.
the hands. Pacheco was the intended receiver on the far side. Incomplete on the 4th and 11. Turnover on downs.
Again, everything. It's kind of my play was kind of a microcosm of the way Eagle Pass has played the game. They brought Fernandez on a blitz from the outside. The coverage was really, really good on the far side of the field, and it forces number 2 to make an off-schedule throw. He's not on target. They don't convert, and Eagle Pass takes over now.
And they took over deep in LBJ territory at the 24-yard line.
I expect
Bring
to
the
see
offense with just under 3 minutes to play.
Yeah, a healthy dose of Flores and number 21 Embry, and ball security, right? That's what you don't want to give up the ball.
So you got two running backs in the backfield,
and they've got all their 3 timeouts plus a 2-minute warning.
You got Grant Bibb in the house. Hyundai of Del Rio. That's we're gonna call the Hyundai of Del Rio drive of the game, where we had, of course, number 4 take it in from 44 yards out. That was the drive of the game. We got Grant on the phone with us. What's going on, Grant?
Brady, how you doing, man? What game you calling today, man? What do you got? Where you at today?
We are in Laredo, Texas. We got a timeout, 2:39, as we got Poncho Nevares with us.
So we got.
What game you guys calling?
Laredo LBJ and Eagle Pass.
A lot of people don't know this, but Grant was my roommate.
The game?
Huh?
What's the score of the game?
17-7. If you would just turn on your YouTube channel.
Come on, Grant.
STX, you should know already. Come on, man.
Okay, I got you, man. I'd be watching the game. I didn't even know they're playing today, man. My bad. Are the Eagles up by 10 or are they down by 10?
No, they're up by 10. 17-7. Are we expecting you tomorrow at the CC win game against Laredo Nixon, as we got all 3 of us on the call tomorrow?
Listen, man. Let me tell you something. I know for sure we're gonna do it definitely against Del Rio, but my manager, man, for sure. But my manager is gone, man. So I'm by myself. I can't make it. I was just going to tell you that I just went to the channels and I was watching Justin and Steele. I'm like, Steele's beating the crap out of Justin at 47-17. I don't know that Justin was not good anymore in football. I didn't know that, but I'm like, whereas Steele just like.
Oh, Steele's great.
Yeah, Steele's great.
Steele's great.
I just happened to change. I'm watching. You know me. I love baseball, right? So I'm watching baseball, man.
There's Flores.
Great game between the Dodgers.
Flores with the ball.
Oh, there
carry.
you go.
He
What a good
bounces
run.
off
Look at
a
that. Flores.
couple of tackles as he gets to about the.
Everything was perfect on that except going out of bounds. But I mean, you know what? It's.
Hey, so what's up with the Eagles' offense? It's not a good defense today. They're not. That's low scoring for the Eagles' offense.
Hey,
LBJ's played some really good defense.
Good defense, so. But.
That's good.
All right, man. We'll catch you on the flip side.
I'm glad. We're gonna get together. I promise. Are you supposed to call the game tomorrow?
Yes, we are.
No, we need to get you in the booth for that Del Rio game, man.
But we'll figure it out on the overtime. So we'll plan it out. We'll plan it out for sure.
Yes, sir. We'll
Flores
get to Flores again up the middle, bouncing off a couple of tackles there.
I think that again is resiliency is the word I'm going to use, that they've brought together over the last 3 weeks, if you will, or 4 weeks, as it were, and it's in no small measure that's why they're leading the game with almost 2 minutes to go in this.
Yeah, so they're gonna go to the 2-minute warning, and we're gonna take a break. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching South Texas Sports Live. Here in Eagle Pass, RichieLawGroup.com.
Here we go.
Siesta Tire and Custom Wheels, 3168 Del Rio Boulevard, open Monday through Friday from 8 to 6 and Saturday from 8 to 2. Call them up, 830-773-4010. Full suspension lifts, leveling kits, in stock, no credit needed, financing available, brake service, tire repair. That's Siesta Tires and Custom Wheels. Super Tacos Morales, with 2 locations serving Eagle Pass for over 20 years. Located at 1885 East Main Street and 2427 El Indio Highway, you get your breakfast tacos, fajita tacos, molleja, chicken, and brisket, along with lunch plates. That's Super Tacos Morales.
And you got one overhang right there.
We're back live as 2 minutes on the clock, 17-7. Ball at the 8-yard line. Shotgun formation. We'll give to Flores. Flores up the middle. And will be met immediately.
No timeout called.
No timeout called
by the Wolves. They're going to that's probably a smart play. They're going to make the Eagles convert this, whether it's running the ball or a pass. But, they're well within Cruz's range to extend this lead to 13 points should they not be able to convert this and or score a touchdown.
3rd and 6, 3rd and 6, a minute 30 left, and 18 seconds on the play clock. So there's about a 10-second differential from the play clock to the game clock. Two running backs in the backfield, 2 receivers to the far side, 1 on the near side. Shotgun formation for Barrera. We'll give to
Barrera carrying
it behind.
He got first down.
Did he get the first and goal? He got it. He needed to get to the 2-yard line.
He sure did. They're going to be able to. There's a timeout on the field.
Well, because they need to move if they need to move the chains or set the chains.
Well, no, they didn't give it to him.
No,
it's 4th down.
So 4th and 1.
It's first down. There
first
you
go.
Okay, so the clock's starting to run.
Ball at the 2-yard line. 1st and go.
I would
just under a minute to play.
Yeah.
Do you take it for the score?
You got to, yeah. I mean, you got to keep running the ball. You got to make them burn timeouts. Just get the ball in the end zone.
Barrera gives it to Flores. Flores to the outside.
Touchdown.
Bounces it. Touchdown.
That's ball game.
40 seconds left.
That's ball game.
The Eagles tack on 6 more points as
There he's happy.
from 2 yards out with 39 seconds left in the 4th quarter. That's Luis Flores, number 20, from 2 yards out. Touchdown, Eagles. Makes it 23-7. And Cruz yet to put the exclamation point.
The final.
What a play. And again, when we talked about it, you talked about it, you emphasized that they haven't been able to close games out.
No.
And this right here, to close this game out, the defense did well. The game ball is going to go to our player of the game, Javier Barrera.
Yeah, I mean
who else can you give it to? He made the play there on a 4th and 11, in that drive on a 3rd and 11.
Yeah, 3rd and 11.
From the 44-yard line, he took it 44 yards, and like you said, he took it 30 yards. He
made 2 big plays in my opinion. He made that one, which is arguably the biggest play of the game.
Yeah.
But before that, to get them the 10-0 lead, the run to the outside and the pass, that's created by the fact that he's loose.
Yeah.
And so that's him, right?
Yep.
And every team that plays Eagle Pass knows that if you cannot corral number 4 on the outside, you're going to have trouble because he's going to find these guys.
Mm-hmm.
And in the second half, they made enough plays to win. You want to see some more consistency in the passing game, but that said, the score, they scored 24 points. That's no joke.
No.
And they scored 21 of that in the second half, right?
Yep.
And the defense has stood up once, twice, eliminating some of these mistakes. You're never going to have the perfect game, but, this arguably could have been a much different result. And LBJ could argue that too. If we'd had some breaks in the first half, maybe we would have been leading 3-0 or 10-0.
Exactly, yeah.
But tonight it's Eagle Pass. They're going to be 1-1, 500 in the district. Both teams, in my opinion, really needed to win this game, and Eagle Pass has won it.
Yeah. LBJ will have 39 seconds, ball at their own 25-yard line, 1st and 10.
You got there goes the defensive coordinator. He's going down the stairs.
Yeah. What a big game for Javi. Again, he was 6 of 9 for 62 yards in the air. Of course, out of the 21 yards, the 18 carries of 21 yards in that first half, some of them were his. Of course, the defense for LBJ did their job in bottling up Flores in the second half.
Did Eagle Pass? They barely had 200 yards of total offense, right?
Because they had 83 yards in the first half. So right now they should have over 200 yards in total offense in the game. So,
the game, as Billy Woods described it as ugly, it didn't get much prettier. But from my vantage point, it got real lovely for Eagle Pass.
Yeah, Robles in pistol formation, 2 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near side. Will give it to their number 10. And brought down at the 35-yard line.
I think that might be just the third catch for it's been a disappointing night for Robles and for number 10. They just have not.
And Gonzalez,
Gonzalez. They just have not been able to gel, and that's the coverage, and that's the Eagle defense, and that's just the night they've had, right?
Yeah, 1st and 10, as that was a 10-yard pass play. 2 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near side, pistol formation. Also, not having Mauricio Lopez, their running back, as that one is to De Leon. De Leon gets it out to the 45-yard line.
I don't think that bothered them that much.
And there's a flag on the play with 5 seconds left.
I don't know what that's about. It came from very deep in the secondary.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that bothered them so much because I think 28 came in and played fairly well. They had bottled up number 6 pretty good in the first half before his injury. 28 kind of gave him a little change of pace. I think he was a catalyst on that touchdown drive they had.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just think they really couldn't. Eagle Pass didn't give him a chance to gel.
No.
They didn't give him a chance to get comfortable. Number 2 was never comfortable. He had one off-schedule run that converted a 4th down. What is it? What's the flag here?
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
On Eagle Pass?
Penalties. Well, it was a penalty, offsets penalties.
So, he had that one off-schedule run to convert that 4th down. But other than that, Eagle Pass has kept them in check. Now they're in their prevent defense, which in this case won't prevent them from winning. They don't win.
We want to thank, of course, Gael Pedraza for helping us out on the video as far as our camera operator tonight, as you saw all the sights on the field from his vantage point. And that's last play of the game.
Zeros. Great effort.
The Eagle Pass Eagles take it 24-7. They go 1-1 in district play, and for LBJ, they go 1-2 in district play.
Look, I'm not going to say they're a good team. I'm not going to say they're out of the playoffs, but this did not help them. And so both of these teams really needed to win this game. Eagle Pass, again, resiliency. That's the word.
Yeah.
And in the conversations that I've had with the Eagle coaching staff, in particular, Coach Olivas, that's been a word that we've kind of batted back and forth over the net, if you will, barring from tennis.
Yeah.
But it's true. You hope that some of the setbacks that you have in the season, these 2 losses, that they build to something. And in this case, they've built to something. And I believe this is a playoff team. And I hope they don't prove me wrong, and I don't believe they will. But what I see are all the ingredients and the elements of a team that can do something.
Yeah.
And I don't think I'm wrong about that.
No. And our post-game report is brought to you by Nevarez Williams Trial Lawyers, nevarezwilliams.com. And
we will try a case for you. I promise you.
A great number to call is?
Let me get to you. It's 830-776-7003. Ask for Poncho, of course. And I'd be glad to talk to you about your case. And I'm looking forward to hearing from you.
Javi Barrera, number 4.
So
he's our player of the game.
He's our player of the game.
So
I would give it to Javi. But I also think as a unit, the defense.
You got to give him a game ball too.
That's my co-player of the game.
Yeah. So we'll talk to Coach. Coach Ricky Reese as the defense coordinator. Get his thoughts on holding. Again, the past 2 weeks, the Wolves have been able to only muster 7 points in each of the games.
Yeah,
so they lost 28-7.
They got some
and they lost to 24-7.
They have a winning record, but they don't have a winning record in district.
In district play.
So they got some soul searching to do.
Yeah.
And so Eagle Pass is now above 500, right? They are what?
3-2.
3-2. More importantly, they're at 500 in district. they have
with important games coming up.
They've got
the next 2
Alexander next week, which is no joke, but we got him at home. Mm-hmm. And I think that none of this stuff phases them, right? So they were having a real tough time with we had an ugly first half, didn't phase them. They come back, execute, and I credit Coach Olivas here and his staff. Offensive coordinator Christian Garcia and the defensive coordinator, of course, Ricky Ruiz, because they did manage the expectations and the key to the game. Obviously, it wasn't pretty because of the penalties, but they did the things they were supposed to do, and they said that they were going to do. Mm-hmm. And that is important. And after we saw this, I don't think Coach Olivas' assessment about his team's speed compared to LBJ was wrong.
Yeah.
He was right.
So,
and when he told me yesterday, I didn't disbelieve him, but I just kind of stared at him.
Yeah.
Right. But not because I disbelieve it, because I've seen that this team is fast. Even though I've seen LBJ for a game and a half, I couldn't really gauge their team speed. But I do know now that Eagle Pass is a very fast team.
Yeah. 24-7, the score, the final here from the Bill Johnson Student Activity Center. Our Thursday night game of the week presented to you by Chapel Law Group. And